Because looking at the stats and box scores don't do full justice sometimes. And you should know that better than anybody.
Yeah. Welcome back to Hooper Stores Podcast. We put basketball in proper perspective. This is our 40th episode. I'm Diddy Noseball. I'm here with Ray. Here with Chris. Today, we're only gonna be talking about free agency since it starts tomorrow, and then we got star trade scenarios. But first, of course, we're gonna start with word around town. Just what's been going on in the NBA streets, man. That y'all been interested
Harden
in.
is a buster.
What he do?
That's how I'm kicking off.
He
trying to be out of Sixers now, man. He picked up his player option, and it's likely he's gonna get traded. Kyrie buster.
What Kyrie do?
Supposed to be meeting with Phoenix tomorrow. Buster.
For real?
I don't respect neither one of them dudes. No, I respect Kyrie as a man, but as a basketball player.
Why do you respect Kyrie as a man? What the hell has Kyrie done as a man so respectable, man?
I'm talking about off the court stuff. Like,
what has he done off the court that's so respectable?
Name me another basketball player. Name me another. No.
This fake ass activism, man.
When Jaylen Brown was pressed, he changed his beliefs. Kyrie, the only man in today's basketball that done stood on everything he ever believed in. Everybody else done folded when they started putting pressure on him.
What does he believe in, Ray?
Mo Bamba's, not Mo Bamba.
First of all,
Jonathan Isaac said to sit up too.
His religion.
Jonathan Isaac. You said what? He did what? His religion?
As far as his religion, some people done folded on their own religion. He one of the first people of this era that actually believes in what he actually. Bruh, okay.
You was killing me. Y'all killed me with this Kyrie shit, bro. Y'all literally killed me with this Kyrie shit. He believed the earth is flat. He one of them niggas. And y'all talking about his belief. Come on, man, bro. He do shit to try to get people to feel like he man, hell no. I ain't going with Kyrie shit, bro. I am not gonna lie. I love his game. Him off the court is, bro, he's a failure off the court, in my opinion. I don't care what nobody says. Because your off the court affects your on the court. Y'all be acting like that's two different things. Nigga, that shit all is rolled into one. What you do off the court impacts what you do on the court. And off the court, that dude's an idiot, man. I don't care about no beliefs. I don't care about this. I don't care about that. Bro, he doesn't play the games, and most of the time, not because of injury.
When Mike had a gambling problem, was an alcoholic, and he got in all that deep stuff, he was still winning championships. How did that roll over into his career?
We talking about Kyrie Irving, man. Kyrie Irving ain't no damn Michael Jordan.
So basically, what you just said is not like you just made it seem like.
Bro, this dude is talking about the earth is flat. This dude is talking about, go check the. What is this, bro? Just a lot of that shit just unnecessary. He unnecessarily shot himself.
You talking about that thing he posted? He didn't say go check anything, y'all. He just posted a picture literally.
So if I post a link, what does that mean? If I post a link, what does that mean? Go check it out, right?
No.
That shit, say, bro. That's some crazy. That nigga Kyrie Irving, that nigga got people brainwashed, man. Like he just some mystical figure that got all the answers. That nigga's a basketball player. How much does that nigga really know, man?
If anything, he exposed. He exposed.
That dude is a regular nigga.
If anything, he exposed.
If he wasn't a basketball,
if anything, he exposed fake woke media.
If he wasn't playing basketball, if he was just one of your friends and he was preaching all that shit, you be like, man, this nigga here. Listen, shit, here come Kyrie. That's he was one of them niggas, bro. Come on,
every time he so-called spoke up on something, all of a sudden they start giving media coverage on things he's speaking on. That's fake. Bro. But y'all getting mad at him, but y'all not getting mad at the media.
What are you talking about?
Narratives? The media say
I don't get into all that. Bro, I get into the fact that he did all that shit. Now Brooklyn didn't get a chance. So all that shit was stupid, right? It's not. I don't care, bro. That shit was dumb. Brooklyn didn't get a chance to play for a championship because of that dumbass shit off the court that he just didn't have to do, regardless if he believed that shit or not. You is an employee for the Brooklyn Nets, and bro, say man, when you are a controversial person and you know that people are targeting you. You could either A, keep going with the shit that's always got you targeted, or B, just say, man, I'm finna just shut up until the season over with or until my career over with and just play basketball. He's a basketball player. He's an employee. He don't own the NBA. Say, bro,
you want him to operate like Dwight. You want him to operate like you. That's the problem here. You want everybody to think like you.
No, what he did.
Everybody not gonna think like you. So guess what?
Okay, that's cool. That's cool. And that's why that Brooklyn Nets shit didn't work. And that's why the Brooklyn Nets shit didn't work. You praising him for all this other shit, and he's a reason why a whole team didn't get a chance to make a final run, man. Because of dumb shit that he didn't have to do. That's the fact. That's a fact. It's a fact.
So you're gonna disregard everything I said in the first sentence. I said I respect him off the court, but I don't respect his shenanigans on the court. That's what I opened up.
He don't have no shenanigans on the court, Ray. He doesn't play it because of the off the court shit. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, that's what he's saying.
So what hasn't he, other than him not getting the vaccine, what other off the court issues did he have that made him stop playing?
He shared the link and got suspended.
He didn't get spent that long for that though.
Man, they sent him away. They had him doing some counseling or whatever. They had to meet with the.
But they was more worried about him than Ja Morant.
Man, bro, this was his team. You got to think about it from an organizational standpoint. Brooklyn was in a predominantly Jewish place, whatever the hell, and he talking about some Jewish shit. Just shut up and don't leave that shit alone. First of all, nobody really cares, bro. Nobody really cares. If I want to hear shit like that, I'm not going to Kyrie. That's the thing.
Did you watch what he posted? Did you watch what he posted?
No, y'all niggas be killing me with this shit. I don't care. I don't care.
So that means all three of us are not qualified to speak on what that movie or link was really about.
Ray, no, it doesn't matter. That shit,
how do we know?
That shit is what broke up the Brooklyn Nets, and that's the reason why they didn't compete for a championship, bro. That's the reason why James Harden was like, "Man, I'm finna go, man. This nigga over here is tripping."
So
that
one
is all up of a fact.
So one man.
Wait,
so what you telling me is,
Brooklyn Nets broke up because of unnecessary bullshit that he could control, and he did it anyway.
James
Harden always doing
James
stuff.
Harden is a known, bro. James Harden is a known bar hopper. We ain't even talking about him. He is not. No, that's not the reason why he left. He left because when things started getting.
He left because Kyrie is not playing because of dumb
I ain't gonna
shit.
lie. I think he
why
left.
He leave OKC?
He left OKC because he won a bigger role. That's
Houston?
not the same. Houston is not. That's not the same. Houston.
Why he trying to leave 76ers now?
Say man.
You don't get the benefit. You do not get the benefit of the doubt when you always known for leaving. You don't get that benefit of the doubt.
Hey, he left the Nets because they clearly weren't trying to win.
All of them are known for just jumping from team to team. You trying to put it all on Kyrie? All the three of them that joined together, they all was known for jumping from team to team, and they still doing it. They doing it now.
Kyrie,
most of that blame on Kyrie, bro. I don't care what you talking about. I'm not gonna lie. I'm blaming most of that shit on Kyrie, bro.
They did it pre-Kyrie and they did post-Kyrie. So I ain't trying to hear nothing about it was Kyrie fault.
Y'all can praise him for all that dumb shit he said off the court if y'all want to. Most of that shit be dumb, bro. That nigga don't have no facts for most of the shit he be talking about. That nigga be regurgitating shit like any other person in the world. That nigga just play basketball, man. So that shit seemed cooler. If that was a nigga you play with at the park, you'd be like, man, this nigga always talking about some crazy shit. Every time I see him, he gets to talking about conspiracies.
So who do you consider a genius? You just said out of your own mouth. Everybody would state the same thing.
Fam. Did Kyrie come up with these theories himself?
I don't believe so.
So what does that mean? He regurgitated something that he heard, right?
So everything you say, you just thought of yourself. That's impossible. Everybody what are you saying? Everybody gonna say something that's already been said before. So what's the point of even speaking?
Yeah, but you gotta have something to back it up, something to validate it with. You just post this stuff, you just saying
DJ
stuff, and you ain't got nothing to say.
What the media saying, trying to twist his word. That's what DJ not ain't going based off what Kyrie done actually said.
You is missing my whole point. You are an employee for the Brooklyn Nets. You play basketball. What are you talking about? That's what I'm talking about. Never mind. Hey, we can. What else been going on? That shit was dumb, bro.
I mean, he's not even really gonna leave the Mavericks. Like him getting to Phoenix is kind of a long shot in the first place. He's just trying to use the leverage, trying to make some leverage. Honestly, if anything. And him going to Phoenix, maybe.
As a Mavericks fan, I don't even know why you that confident because y'all been known to lose hold of some superstars.
Hey, I know we lose superstars, but look, he don't got no leverage. What other teams really gonna try to get really going for him and go pay him all that money Because if he want the most max deal,
let
it's gonna have to be
let that nigga go. If he don't want to be here, let that nigga go because he'll find a way not to play. Period. If he don't want to be here, he gonna find a way not to play.
Looking like a true new fan of the Mavericks.
I watched the Mavericks for 20 years.
You know,
he gonna stay.
I probably ain't been rooting for him for 20 years, but I've been watching him for 20 years.
Your heart only smiled one time in that whole 20 years.
Okay.
Hey, we beat LeBron.
Hey, I guess y'all heart still smiling. Even when y'all had, hey man, you remember that time we beat LeBron? No.
Hey, we drafted Luka and we about to get some more.
Hey, I better give him some help for he out of there too.
Yeah, y'all think
he built like Dirk? I don't think he gonna stand through all those years of just, hey man, y'all not really building nobody around me. No, I'm out of here.
The Phoenix even got some money. I mean, yeah, like what
it had to move a lot of stuff around because they already got 3 dudes on huge contracts. 4 technically, if you want to include Aiden. You got to get rid of Aiden, and then even still, there's some stuff you got to do to make that cap stuff work. So, I mean, if Kyrie trying to get max money, if Kyrie want to go on a cheap deal, then sure, yeah, he can go over there. But if Kyrie at 31 and his play style and his lack of showing up on the court, it'd be best for him to get some money now.
I ain't gonna lie, man. Say, bro, if I want Kyrie to stay on the Mavericks, I feel like they done built a really good roster now. In the draft, they got some really good pieces defensively that you can play next to Kyrie and Luka at the same time. They got Rashawn Holmes, another backup big. So now Dwight Powell don't have to play at all now, which is good. You can move off Tim Hardaway if you want to. I don't know what's going on with Christian Wood. Is he a restricted free agent or unrestricted? You know,
no, he unrestricted, maybe sign trade, but most likely he just finna go. So
okay, so yeah. Really, you know what I'm saying? So we still got Kleber. I like Josh Green and Jaden Hardy. I really like our young pieces that we got. And then if you just combine them with Luka and Kyrie, if you want to stay, I like their roster. But if Kyrie don't want to be here, bro, and we pay him anyway, that'll be the biggest mistake we can make because he's known to try to get what he wants. And if he don't want to be here somewhere, he's not gonna play. So
I'm fine with if he really don't want to be here, all right, we can let him go. And I'm just saying, if he want to go, then
you can hear me.
Mm-hmm. But y'all can't hear me.
Y'all can't hear me.
Damn, I can't hear nobody. Y'all hear each other though, huh?
Yep.
Dang, what happened?
Y'all can hear me now?
Oh, yeah, we can hear you. Can you hear us?
I can't hear y'all. Y'all keep talking.
Oh, okay. I'm trying to make sure you straight. That's all. I just say, if he don't want to be here, then he can kind of go.
Can you hear me now? What the hell just happened?
That's why I ain't saying.
But you still can't hear us.
You can't hear us at all.
How about now? Damn, okay, I can hear y'all now.
Trying to hear us.
You tell us. Yeah, it's about you.
Oh, I don't know how that happened. But yeah, I can hear y'all now.
All right.
What was we saying?
I'm just saying if Kyrie not gonna be competitive.
You was one of the
yeah. Go ahead.
What I was talking about?
You just saying if he want to go, then he can go. Like,
yeah. If he don't, if Kyrie don't,
the piece they done got to play alongside Kyrie and Luka.
Yeah, because I heard Luka talking. He was talking shit about Derek Lively about how he could be a bigger Dwight Powell. I'm like, that's fine. The problem with Dwight Powell, he was trying to do all that at 6'8". Bro, you got to do it at 7'1", doing all that. They can be a real live threat, block shots, and then he can guard the perimeter a little bit, switching. And then you got Oliver Maxence Prosper, who is basically Dorian Finney-Smith. So it's like, you know, that is we'll see what it go, like what happens. But the thing is, if Kyrie want to be here, let's keep him. He don't, get your ass on. It ain't worth the headache if he don't want to be nowhere. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah, we can help him leave. We sign him whatever contract he wants and send him on his way.
So what was going on with James Harden? Like that was a real he got a
picked
problem.
Up his player option.
He picked up his player option for 35, 36 million, and now they finna send him somewhere. Probably they saying Clippers, maybe Suns.
So what does it mean to pick up his player option? What does that mean?
You know how you have your optional deal. You either pick up your player option, so you take on that salary for another year, so he gonna make $36 million next year, or you drop your player option, you become unrestricted free agency because you think you can get more money on the market, get a longer term deal. He opted in, so he gonna play it safe, take the money now.
Okay, man, where the hell could he even go?
They saying Clippers or Suns.
Some even saying, as ridiculous as it sounds, back to Houston.
Yeah, I've heard Heat a little bit. So, I mean,
see, the Heat kind of interests me, but not really because he's not gonna show up to score. Like they need scoring when it's gonna matter. He's not gonna be showing them doing this shit, bro. Like how y'all see him with the Heat? Y'all like that or not?
I don't know. I think because Jimmy need the ball in his hand to score.
Yeah.
He like to create, so Harden like to be ball dominant. I don't know how that's gonna really work between them.
I think you need a catch and shoot shooter next to Harden as your second guy, or someone who can play like that. And Jimmy Butler cannot play like that. I wouldn't want him off the ball.
When it comes to those guys around him, they wouldn't mind. But as far as Jimmy Butler, they ain't gonna cut it. Bam gonna get more lobs. I will say that. It'd be more pick and roll situation.
If he want them, he only be wanting that stuff sometimes. That boy just want to facilitate for the elbow. That dude, I don't know. I don't like Harden. I don't like Harden in Miami. Where would Harden be good at? Where it's like, man, just Boston, but they already got too much going on.
I think
he would be perfect in Boston.
I think he go to the Clippers. It might be all right. He go to Clippers. It might be all right. I mean,
until he out there with just Terrence Mann.
Yeah, that's all I'm gonna say. I just don't think the Clippers never gonna be healthy enough to really see. I'm not trusting them until I see it. Like I ain't gonna buy no stock in the Clippers until I see them out there when it comes to playoff time.
You heard low key they mad at Kawhi. Like Steve Ballmer, the owner, and Tyronn Lue, they don't like Kawhi. I don't blame him either. That nigga don't play.
The fact that they even stated that, you think Kawhi care?
It's not about caring. It's about playing.
When he step into the room with them, they get quiet.
I'm pretty sure they don't get quiet.
I guarantee they not talking to him in his face like that.
They don't
asking him what he wants.
How do you know? I get Kawhi as the superstar over there, but goddamn, that nigga ain't Jesus. Nigga talking to him how you talk to a regular nigga, man. Kawhi be like, say, bro, you don't play when you plan on playing. That's what I'll say. And I'm Steve Ballmer. I'm a billionaire. Kawhi, what are you doing? You think he's scared of Kawhi?
Anytime in life have you met anybody that quiet? And do you know how dangerous those quiet people be? And then you put that on a 6'7", 6'8" guy, 220, 230, 240, whatever you want to call it. And people who match up is like, man, dude, super strong and quiet. That boy would choke one of them out.
I'm not saying they wouldn't be intimidated by Kawhi, but it's like at this point, bro, you gotta be saying some shit to that nigga, man.
That
it's
boy
like,
walk
bro,
in the room and say, hey. Yeah, bro. Hey, Kawhi.
To be that rich and still drive around in that old truck is crazy. It ain't no point in having it's just money. Spend some of that shit and get something else, bro. It's just money.
Hey man, let him do what he wants.
Y'all listen, don't. I knew y'all fake.
I don't care.
That's worse than pocket watching. You check watching,
bro. No, I just don't. Hey, they tried to make it to a story, so they put it out there for the world to know. So I'm talking about it.
A long time ago, man. Anybody talking
he
about that?
He still got it. They just updated.
But they don't talk about it though.
But I'm saying, bro, come on now. You way up now. Just now you just doing it just to say you doing that old truck shit, man. He doing it for the publicity at that point. I don't know. And I don't know, man.
He was doing it before he even had a name in the NBA.
How many years do Kawhi even got left, to be honest? Is he even going to be a star next year?
He's only like, what, 31? Maybe 32?
It ain't about his age, though.
Yeah.
Can his body maintain? Because, like, bro, the fact he keep having these major injuries, like,
yeah,
if they are truly real injuries, I don't think your body going to be able to keep up like that.
Yeah, in basketball years, the boy Kawhi about 37.
But you know how somebody can sprain an ankle or tweak an ankle? This dude, every time he get injured, it's always a major injury.
Yeah.
Y'all be more scared when Kawhi playing or LeBron?
To get hurt or like
just if like, you just know when motherfuckers just like, ooh, they kind of on their last leg. You like, man, I don't know what's going on. Today might be the day. That's what I'm talking about. I'd be more scared for Kawhi than LeBron.
I'd be more scared. Yeah. Come on, it's young guys I'd be more scared of than when LeBron playing. These people nowadays, I'm like, what is y'all body made of?
Now these last couple years,
LeBron, he been getting nicked up lately.
The last couple years, LeBron be like, man,
I'm saying it's still players at the beginning of their primes that's getting banged up just as much as LeBron. Though I'm saying.
I know, but I'm saying shit. Chris said it, the boy 31. I'm like, man, LeBron 38, and who you trust to play? That's what I'm saying. That's really my main thing. And then we forgetting about Paul George. We gonna get to that later on, but they talking about getting Paul George the hell up out of there.
It's because he trying to get this extension that I wouldn't pay him no extension right now.
How old is Paul George?
He older than Kawhi. He like 33, 34, somewhere in there. He not young. He not young.
They ain't coming the same year?
Older than Kawhi?
He older than Kawhi.
I don't think
they came in the year before.
Let me see.
I think they came in. Paul George came in. Paul George came in first, and then he came in. Kawhi came in that next year.
Bro, if Paul George is older than Kawhi, that is crazy.
How many years did Kawhi go to college?
2010. See. Paul George came in at 20, so he probably did like 2 or 3 years. Kawhi came in.
He a year older than him.
Yep, Kawhi came in 2011, and he came in at 20. So yeah, he probably about a year. That's crazy. I think Paul George was older than Kawhi. That should let you know everything you need to know about Kawhi. It wouldn't
seem like it. Yeah, it wouldn't seem like it, but
yeah, they should. Man, boy, I would have traded both them niggas last year. Right after they beat the Celtics, I would have traded both of them. They beat the Celtics, bro. They got on the Celtics. Say, man, you know a lot of people don't watch the regular season like that, but I literally marked in my calendar Celtics versus Clippers. That shit should have been on ESPN. That's hey, how do y'all feel about ESPN doing the games instead of like doing that shit every week to where it's like, well, I guess you can't do it like this.
It's a little hard to do that, you know.
Yeah. But they gotta do better games though. They got to.
They can flex sometimes, but it's just hard.
But my thing is they don't never put the best games on. And that is just kind of dumb. They still playing Pelicans games when you know Zion and Ingram ain't playing. I'm like, bro, I'm like, man, out there watching goddamn Jose Alvarado try to cook and hurt.
I know in the past they've been able to they be like, what's called so and so game has been moved off air and we're gonna go with this game instead because of injuries.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know why they don't do that all the time.
They don't do that all the time for sure because I've seen some Mavericks games on like TNT or ESPN and Luka was not playing.
Man, it just ESPN got to do a way better job. I feel like TNT they do I don't know. Who got like better, TNT or ESPN?
I like TNT a little bit more.
Even the commentators
more entertaining.
Entertaining. I like Stan Van Gundy.
As much as we hate on TNT commentators at times, I mean they still be ESPN just be too. I don't know.
Yeah,
ESPN sound more like if you on your way home, you watching on like you hearing it from the radio. That's what ESPN commentators for.
I like Mark Jones though. Mark Jones, he the TI of sports analysis.
Like somebody can get dunked on, and Mark Jackson up there talking about, "Ma, what a move!" Like, bro, we need more excitement than that. Like, what is that? That's a grown man move, man. Like, bro, This is not the 80s no more. People trying to hear some craziness.
And I ain't gonna stunt. Jeff, who's the Jeff Van Gundy? That nigga be complaining too much, bro.
Oh my God.
We gotta get that out the game. We gotta get that. I'm like, bro,
I love old school basketball, but man, this dude get any chance he get, he gonna man, back in the 90s, did you think this would like, bro? What does this have to do with right now?
Yeah.
In every game. We gotta get that out the game. We need a rule change. Refs,
that's a trap. I don't care what they say in the rule book. I'm like, it's in the rule book, so you gotta care.
No, they really travel too much. They really travel.
They do.
I'm
just saying,
I mean, they do. Yeah.
He gets to just talk down on the players. How you love to stick around the game so much, and you want to just talk down on the players?
Because you can overlook some of this shit like in the regular season, but when they was letting all the travels go in the playoffs, that's you can't do. Niggas can't be traveling in the playoffs.
We needed Jeff Van Gundy for that Boston series. Sweet boy, I would have loved to hear him just keep on dogging on what's called Jaylen Brown.
Who was in that one? Who was in that one? Who was that? That was TNT? TNT had that Boston series?
I think so. Maybe. I don't know, actually.
I thought the Lakers and Nuggets had.
I think it was TNT had the Boston and Celtics because they kept pushing back
Chris
inside the NBA.
Yo.
TNT. So I be trying to figure out how the hell they be doing it. I wasn't even paying them much attention. Like how they
doing what?
Honest, I really don't remember who had
TNT and ESPN. How they choose who get what?
Who had the conference finals? Who had the East Conference Finals? Was it TNT or ESPN?
That's what I'm saying. I think
TNT had the East, and I want to say, I think I think ESPN had the West because I think
because they were making fun of they were talking about Jokic. He said, he said you just found Jokic to Mark Jackson. He said, oh yeah, you must just now start seeing him play because he just kept saying, oh yeah, Jokic is amazing. And it was like, Van Gundy was like, yeah, you just start seeing him play, huh? And I was like,
yeah, they should have had that Boston series. I would have loved to hear him complain about Jaylen Brown not being able to go left.
Oh yeah,
this is elementary school basketball here, man. He can't go left.
How y'all feel about Boston now? We ain't talked since they did all them trades. How y'all feel about Boston now?
It's gonna be interesting because they said they still not finished. So I'm still intrigued on what else they're going to do.
I got to see what they got to do. But I think that Kristaps was really a big help to them, if I'm being honest. Because
people it's going to be two sides to the coin with Kristaps. A lot of people you seen hating on Kristaps going to be like, man, that was a good pickup by Boston. And a lot of people that just kind of just fell off the whole Porzingis train is going to be like, hey, man, why Boston got to get all this help now? Like y'all was just saying that he was trash though. Yeah. But now that he's in a contending team or a contending situation, now people gonna be like, man, they stacking the cards over. No, they not, because just 2 years ago, everybody was giving up on Porzingis. Even last year, they swept that season under the rug. Like, y'all didn't win nothing. Y'all didn't go to the playoffs, so.
He gives them scoring in the front court that they don't have with Marcus, with Al Horford, with Robert Williams. Like, they don't have no true scoring from their two bigs. So in that regard, he helps. He can, like, Jaylen Brown, Jason Tatum, they can take a play off, throw it to Porzingis, let him post up, do a quick little fade or something. I mean, you don't want to go to that every time, but he a good third option. I'm sure he can help out in that regard.
My thing is with what y'all see from Boston last year from Al Horford. Clank after clank after clank from three. I just feel like Porzingis is gonna be able to hit some of them, and then he's gonna be able to actually score in the mid post. And then the league is just getting bigger, so to have a 7-footer that can do some shit, you know what I'm saying? That just go help. Because I felt like Al Horford was way worse than people thought.
He was.
He was bad.
He was. I'm glad they replaced him.
He needs to just retire.
That's no diss to Al Horford. He had a good couple seasons with Austin, but it's time to limit your role, decrease your role. You know, maybe come off the bench, be the Udonis Haslem of the team. But
oh man, don't. I knew you was, bro. You done. I'm glad Udonis Haslem is gone from the league, man. He was getting up.
Bro, he just taking up a roster spot. Like he could use that for somebody really trying to get
you wasting a roster spot for somebody that you just he coached. Man, come on, bro.
Y'all in the championship and he just riding the bench. He could have been on the coaching staff.
That was my only problem. Like he could have been on the coaching staff.
Man, DJ's really. I'm like, this dude really walking on the court mad like this. You making me mad because you ain't did nothing.
He was mid 15 years ago. Like he was a solid player.
Damn,
but you
man,
come on,
15 up like that.
You only get worse.
He was a catch and shoot mid-range guy. He was nothing else other than that.
Come on, energy. Come on, man. I remember Tyler
Hero rebounder over there.
Bro, 2 years ago, Tyler Hero tried to throw him that lob and he fell down.
He almost broke a leg.
That was funny, bro.
They should have took his jersey then, man. They should have took his jersey, man. But
why Tyler Hero throw that in the first place?
Tyler Hero being funny, bro. It's the regular season. They were bored.
His jersey retired, DJ.
He get his jersey retired.
He might get a statue.
Come
he
on.
Ain't getting no statue.
Come on. Oh, man.
Hey, man.
The only one that's probably gonna get that is Wade, if anybody.
Yeah.
He ain't already got one. Wade.
Oh. Man, don't nobody need no damn statue in Miami. Well, Wade could get one, but
and say, shoot,
Wade could get one for sure.
He start falling off hard.
I don't care.
Man, we know why Wade started falling off, man.
I don't care what y'all say about all that. I mean, it was ref did go to prison.
And you always,
Why do we always say that Wade won the finals? If we always gonna combat it with that,
it's in the history books.
It's in the history books. I mean, he won it.
They say 20 years from we barely bringing up the ref shit now. So 20 years from now, they ain't Wade.
Oh, shoot, I remember back then that was a big thing.
That's what I'm saying. We barely bring it up now.
Oh, I thought something we barely started bringing it up. It's like, no, that was huge.
Nigga not even gonna talk about this shit 15 years from now. Nigga about Wade just went off on them niggas in the playoffs. So.
Shoot, if you our age or if you just was in that era, you always gonna talk about that.
But people only bring it up people only bring stuff like that up if they hate the player. I don't think nobody hates Dwayne Wade, even though he weird off the court too. But nobody hate what Dwayne Wade was when he was in the league.
He weird off the court. What he doing?
I'm not finna get into it. I'm not finna get into it. I really respect Wade as a player or something, man. Y'all
get us canceled. You gonna get us canceled.
That's why I ain't finna speak on it. Y'all know what's up though. Y'all know what's up. But
I don't know nothing.
Yeah,
Ray don't know nothing.
Yeah,
yeah. I think what do y'all feel about Milwaukee, bro? I feel like they gonna drop off kind of bad.
Man, especially if Middleton, they better.
I'll be honest. I don't know why Middleton opted out of his deal. He had $40 million sitting right there. Like he is not gonna get more than that. Maybe because he wanted something more long term.
That's exactly why I was just about to say he wants something long term. Of course, you can easily get that $40 million, but shit, nigga fuck around and get hurt again next year. His value gonna go down again.
Yeah.
So he probably go for 3 for 20 to get 60 in total, and just trying to get that 40 probably.
Same thing with Draymond. He's not gonna. He ain't gonna get as much as he would have got if he would have opted in. Same thing with James Harden. He ain't getting that.
The Warriors is gonna be so ugly next year. That's so weird. What they did was so weird, bro. I ain't like who they picked either. Brandon Porzingis. Less athletic Dante DiVincenzo, man.
Bucks losing Brook Lopez is gonna hurt them too, in my opinion. If they lose him,
I feel like
I think
Lopez is gonna hurt them more.
Is that they are? So it's kind of guaranteed he gonna move on.
It's not guaranteed, but I mean, he definitely can get more money other places. So,
been saying today's NBA ain't nothing ever guaranteed.
Yeah.
Cause my thing is, because I don't know if they keep Middleton and what other bigs on the market do they? Yeah, the Bucks they ain't got nothing to trade, and then they got a new coach. I don't even know who that nigga was. Adrian Griffin. I know who he was as a player, but I didn't even know he was coaching. Where the hell was he at? Like
Toronto.
Nobody else wanted to be no coach. Y'all just went and got him.
I mean, they had other coaches out there, but but again, they had head coaches that we knew. Shit, nigga, who you want them to go get, Doc?
Yeah.
I mean, no, it was some people out there before when they signed him. It was some people out there, but I don't know AJ Griffin as no coach. Like that's what I'm saying. It's like shit. You got a chance to win now. You got one of the best 3 players in the league. You ain't got time to be trying to usher in no new coach and learn. No. And he said we were surprised about Ime working in year 1. That new, I don't know. I don't be trusting in new coach shit. Especially, I just would have let Mike Budenholzer come on, just do that shit again, man. Like we just know he was stubborn, but you got to understand that's Spoelstra. A lot of niggas losing the sport.
No, there's a difference between being stubborn and losing and then just losing.
Niggas was hurt. Giannis and Middleton.
Bro.
I mean, this was inevitable anyway because we got to remember he was already on the chopping block that year that they won that chip. When he won that chip, that's the only reason why he was there for a couple more years anyway.
That is true. Yeah,
he was already on the chopping block, but I mean, yeah, we could say the same thing for last year. Middleton was hurt when they played against the Celtics. So really, it's just it's one thing you got Middleton hurt last year, but you still took them boys to 7 games. So it ain't like you just folded. And then this year, hell, your best player was hurt. So it's like, what do you expect the nigga to do?
That's all I'm saying. And then I heard he had like somebody died in his family or whatever. All kinds. It was just an ugly year. They was the best team in the league. It looked like for a minute there. And
I mean, but you know how this, bro. You know how this shit is, man. A lot of these teams they panic and they go running like, oh, we got to, get rid of him. You know what they gonna get rid of a coach before they decide to get rid of these players, man. You know how that shit is.
I didn't feel like you had to get rid of nobody for Milwaukee. Just run that shit back. Hope everybody stay good. Because my thing is Adrian Griffin. I don't know him. No offense to Adrian.
Like I said, we don't know him. That's why that's why these front offices get paid what we do, and so we just gotta wait and see it. Then we're gonna be able to critique, man. We ain't. You got DJ. I mean, even as deep as you go into it, we ain't sitting here critiquing all these second, third coaches on the bench and shit. So some of this shit we got to wait and see. We got to just wait and see. You know what I'm saying? So
they drafted. They drafted 2 small forwards that can't shoot or pass. Literally, that's like Milwaukee. I don't know. Milwaukee front office don't get too much leeway.
Well, you can say. I mean, because like I said, I don't really know too much about who they picked. But if those 2 forwards they picked bring in some defense, if you ask me, that's really what they missing. Because I feel like even as good as they was, I think they took a step back defensively whenever they got rid of PJ Tucker. I feel like that was a very underrated player that they had on their team that brought some defense. Giannis ain't have to worry about guarding the best player. He can just sit there and guard the post with Brook Lopez, and he ain't exhausting himself trying to guard the other team's best player. Because we ain't finna ask that out of we're not finna ask that out of Middleton. We ain't finna ask Brook Lopez to always do that. You need Brook Lopez to protect that rim. So I feel like that PJ Tucker was an underrated loss for them that they didn't probably realize at the time. But you see, they tried to replace him. They tried to replace that with Jay Crowder. We see how that shit went. Nigga ain't even see the goddamn floor. So
whining and shit, man.
Yeah. So,
but my thing is that was Bud defense though, Chris. That's what I'm saying. We like the Adrian Griffin shit is an unknown. At least we knew what we was getting for Bud, and we knew that shit could win.
I mean, at the same time, when you look at who he came from Nick Nurse, and Nick Nurse, is one of those deep. He tries to zone in on defense, but when you look at the roster he had, as far as trying to run deep, he can only do so much. So you take what he took from there as far as making sure we ain't got to worry about what Giannis gonna do on the offensive side. We know what he's gonna do. But if you could get that defense locked down, and if you want to use those new pieces you picked up for defense, knowing that you got enough scoring, hey man, we just have to wait and see. You can make this work. Again, we just got to see how he gonna put together this puzzle. But it's a damn good start when you got a top 3 MVP, a top 3 MVP candidate on your team. So it ain't like it's gonna be hard to figure some shit out, especially when you get to start with that type of roster. The nigga ain't starting in Houston or Detroit or no shit like that. This nigga has a team. So he gonna make it to the playoffs. We go. You know what I'm saying? We really gonna critique him once the playoffs start. That's when he's gonna get. That's when he's gonna get critiqued because that's the hardest when you gotta worry about. Okay, now I got to worry about playing these dudes 4, 5, however many games in a row. And that's when they can hone in on what, and that's when them adjustments come into play. Because the regular season, ain't nobody really sitting there scouting all these dudes and worrying about who you worry about who you know about the stars on that court and whoever the 6, 7 man is on the bench. But these motherfuckers ain't doing no goddamn scouting during the regular season, man. Niggas ain't barely practicing during the regular season.
So hey, bro, I ain't go stunt fool. I've been looking at. Hey, this gonna sound crazy as hell. I don't give a damn. What Washington Wizards? I think, bro, Jordan Poole. They Jordan Poole, Tyus Jones. They done added some pieces. Cool Bali, and I don't know. I think Kuzma leaving, right?
Kuzma probably leaving. Yeah, he opted out. He a free agent. So, I mean, Washington. It depends on what they decide to do. Like I said, they got to shit. Go ahead.
I think they might be better than Detroit. I can't stand Detroit. What they look like on paper. I hate what Detroit look like on paper, bro. At least Washington got players that fit together. Detroit got 6 big men that can only run dunk. They got 6 big men that can do the same thing. They ain't got no shooting around Cade. Cade ain't played. He his first 2 years, he don't play. And when he do play, he don't look athletic. Like, he's not a great shooter. Jaden, I'll be fast as all hell, but he can't make a layup. Bojan Bogdanovic, they best player. That nigga like 36, man. And he's their best player, which is ugly in itself. I think people overhyping Detroit. I think Washington could be better than Detroit. If you just, I think Jordan Poole better than Cade.
I don't even who overhyping Detroit though.
No, bro, I've been seeing.
I've been seeing a lot of people talk about, oh my gosh, Detroit got a lot of young talent, all that kind of stuff. Yes. Okay, but
I ain't been hearing that shit.
Bro, I'm telling you, how do y'all feel about Cade Cunningham, bro? No offense to Cade Cunningham, but
I've seen some flashes from him, but I'm gonna have to see more. I'm gonna have to see him on the court. So I ain't giving him
I ain't gonna sit here and cap. I ain't watched one game of Cade Cunningham.
And that's a bad sign.
I ain't watched one game with that. I ain't watched that nigga play one game, man. I ain't even gonna sit here and cap. I ain't watched him play one game.
That man done played more college games than pro games.
And he only did 1 season in college. That shit's nasty, man. But hey, I like Orlando. Hey, I think Orlando gonna be one of them teams that go surprise some people, bro. I think Paolo and France is the best young duo under 25. Yep, I'm said it here. That's the best young duo, and I think they're gonna make the play in. If not, make the goddamn 7-8 seed.
You say who?
Orlando Magic. I feel like y'all sleep on Paolo. I don't think nobody realized what Paolo is, man.
Ain't nobody. I ain't sleep on Paolo. That man.
Nice. He gotta get more consistent this next season.
Yeah,
it's understood though. As a rookie, you gonna have a lot of inconsistent games.
Now his second half, he had got hurt. He didn't tell nobody, but he fell off like a motherfucker. Second half, and I was like, damn, this nigga, what's going on? He was like, he had an injury.
See, this
he was on somebody's podcast.
If you don't tell them why the season going on, don't say it after the season. I
think he got surgery.
It's no.
The same thing with Julius Randle. See, now we either want niggas to be tough, and y'all killing me, bro. Y'all killing me, bro.
When AI had a bro, when AI, bro, we know when they say they hurt and they still go out there and play. You can just say, "Hey, I'm hurt, but I can go though." That's why you got. Don't
that's
try
what
to.
He did.
Oh well, man, that's why he was playing like that. He was hurt, y'all.
No, they asked him. They asked him what happened. They asked. It was literally a question. He was like in a podcast or something. He was like, they was like, so what happened in the second half? He was like, y'all were dealing with something, but it ain't nothing too crucial. I'm gonna give you with that. All he was just, it wasn't too. He wasn't just like, man, yeah, I was hurt,
crucial.
man.
Why you had to say you was dealing with something?
Because he was. It is what it is. He was dominating at the beginning of the season. Nice. He beat Boston like 3 times. You know they beat Boston 3 times last year, or it's regular season. Nobody cares. Okay,
he putting up 20 and 10s. Like
Ray don't care about regular season unless it's Vince Carter.
He putting up them Elton Brand first year numbers.
Unless somebody he know from the goddamn 2001. He don't care about.
Don't let them come at your top, Ray.
Is there any other teams that y'all interested in before we get into our main topic?
Charlotte, man. I like Charlotte. I love Charlotte. They got a lot of nice young talent over there. They got PJ Washington. He's 25. Maybe if they
bring up PJ Washington first is kind of crazy.
Okay, my bad.
He restricted free agent.
Yeah, he a free agent.
Bro, I liked where you was going, and you said PJ Washington first. That was wild.
That boy was waiting to hear LaMelo.
I'm interested to see. I'm not saying they're gonna be good. I just want to kind of see how Utah front court gonna look next season.
Oh, Utah.
John Collins trade.
John Collins.
Not John Collins. I ain't gonna stunt that. I didn't understand it. I don't get it. Unless
they
you
just
play.
He don't have no effect.
I mean, where's he gonna play? You gonna play all four of them? Because they picked the dude. What was that, number 7?
Taylor Hendricks. Yeah.
When that was like the 7th pick. Like now, and then you already got Kessler and Marketing. Where the hell Collins gonna play?
He played. Laurie Marketing been playing the 3 at some point.
I think. Unless they're gonna put Collins at the 3.
Yeah.
But I still think that's an interesting. I think that's gonna be an interesting front court though. When you include Marketing in that too. Because now you got Marketing, who we saw what he can do, and I don't care how many people try to talk down on John Collins. He's still a 20-point a game scorer. So I feel like he's somebody that can be good for pick and roll.
We got to find out real quick how Trey made him look better than what he was.
He was off
bro. He was there before Trey. He was doing good, bro.
Yeah, Trey Young. Don't get me wrong. Trey Young does make.
He really started taking off when he got a point guard with him. We're not about to act like he didn't.
Who wouldn't take off?
Yeah. You can't act like he wasn't producing, but Trey made life a whole lot easier with that pick and roll. That's all I'm saying. I ain't finna sit there and just say Trey was the reason why he was just all that.
John Collins a bum.
Then I want to see. I really want to see. I want to see if he can recover from that hand, because that hand injury had his shot broke.
I didn't know his hand looked like that, bro. Y'all seen that picture?
Yeah, I saw that.
I didn't know it. I know he had hand injuries, but to look at, I was like, bro, what the hell is that? John Collins, you see his hand?
Yeah, that boy hand looked like some guy. Y'all know what that episode that nigga SpongeBob broke his shit. He held his shit up, fingers all cockeyed and sideways and shit.
That man hand, bro. I'm finna, bro.
But how long it's been like that?
You see,
it's been like that for probably shit. It's been like that for at least I want to say half the season, maybe. But it was so bad. Like he was still able to play, but he just couldn't really shoot the way he used to.
You see it?
Look at that shit. God damn.
That looks wow.
That must look photoshopped.
I told you, bro. That's that SpongeBob finger, dog.
That shit looks wild.
This man got frog hands.
That shit. I don't blame him for his 3-point shooting dropping like that. With that, bro, that don't even look like you can eat, bro. I don't know, man.
Bro, hell no, you can't get no stroke going off with that shit, man. So, like I said, I'm hoping that hand gets better, because if he can get back to, because I didn't realize his 3-point percentage was so high. I knew he could shoot it, but he was 38% from 3. I'm gonna take that from him. So I'm like, hell yeah, if he can get that shot back and then work off that pick and roll, dog. I like Utah's front court. I really want to see what they front court looks
like. We like Atlanta's front court. My thing is, you still can have a log jam. I feel like Atlanta front court. Look why they traded them. They had Jalen Johnson. They had Onyeka Okongwu, Clint Capella, John Collins. It's like, I feel like I'd rather have a loaded backcourt than a loaded front court sometimes.
The only one of them dudes that can really get that shot on their own is Jalen Johnson, maybe. But you ain't seen Onyeka really get up and try unless he roll into the basket. Or Clint Capella not doing no post move getting to the bat. He rolls to the basket. So
now I'm just talking about just like having quality bigs. I see what you're saying, but I'm talking about just like having 4 quality good bigs that could start somewhere possibly. But I just feel like with Utah, they should have, man. I like Keontae George, but he more of a scoring guard. I feel like they needed to replace that Mike Conley role. So I would have liked them to go for Jalen Hood-Schifino, especially if you go trade for John Collins. Who passing that ball? Jordan Clarkson and Keontae George? Man, who go give the ball to the niggas in the front court?
Right.
So, because like people underestimate what Mike Conley was doing for Utah when they was looking way better than what they were supposed to be because they had a facilitator. Lauri Markkanen emerged, but then you had somebody that was gonna be like, "Oh, Lauri going off. Let me make sure he get it in his spots and he be able to do his thing." I feel like they do got a loaded front court, but I'm watching that back court now with Utah, and then Walker. I think Walker Kessler and Lauri Markkanen. I think that would have been enough, and they needed a point guard. So I think John Collins is cool. You know, you adding talent for basically nothing, but I'm more interested in what's going on with that backcourt. And how good Lauri Markkanen can actually turn out as a number one option. So
yeah,
you said Charlotte Hornets. Talk about it, because I'm telling y'all, LaMelo coming. He could be having way better season than Tyrese Halliburton.
Hey, LaMelo, you pair him up with a nice solid score. He gonna come in 15, 18 points per game. And Brandon Miller.
Hold on.
15 to 18 points per game is not much for Brandon Miller. Come on, man.
Oh, I thought you were talking about LaMelo.
Oh no.
I was like, God,
he's gonna have another solid score. Mark Williams gonna take that next step, giving that solid lob threat, defensive presence as well at the rim. Another player to play pick and roll off of. And along with that, he's gonna have just good floor spacers around him that they go surround him, and we're gonna see what moves they make in free agency.
They need to get rid of Gordon Hayward and Terry Rozier. Get the niggas out of there.
It's time to move on from them.
Let that be the last of the Jordan stink on the Hornets organization, man. Get them dudes out of there, man. I ain't gonna stunt, bro. I love Jordan, bro, and what he means to basketball. I really do. But Jordan be doing some crazy stuff when it comes to him, bro.
He picked Milwaukee.
He picked Michael Kidd-Gilchrist. Michael Kidd-Gilchrist never looked like nothing. Even when he was at Michael Kidd-Gilchrist was the fourth best player on his college team.
I think they just hand MJ a paper. They look at it the day of and be like, pick him. He only hire his friends and draft niggas from North Carolina. Like, that's literally what he's been doing for 20 years, bro. Literally, we would have seen him watching. Bro, he had Sean May, Raymond Felton. He had all these niggas that you like, bro. Come on, man. Come on, bro. Gerald Henderson? No offense to Gerald Henderson, but Gerald Henderson is so disappointing.
Adam Morrison. It's great.
He done Zach.
Nah, I ain't gonna start. Adam Morrison looked like he was supposed to be like that, though.
He had a solid rookie. He actually had an okay rookie year.
Didn't nigga have like leukemia or something? I'm not trying to be funny, but I think he had
he was a real bad diabetic.
Oh, diabetes.
He had to take insulin shots at halftime when he was in college and then come out and still kill. I'm like, bro, how you even got the energy?
Dang.
How big was Adam Morrison? Was he like 6'8", 6'7"?
He was pretty big.
Somewhere around there.
Yeah.
Yeah, he wasn't small either. He was actually a big shot creator, so I would have drafted his ass too.
He came in averaging like 13, 15.
Yeah, he was solid. But Jordan just, I don't know, bro. Like, who else did he draft that? I don't know, bro.
Didn't make no sense. He drank Frank the Tank Kaminsky. That was a bad pick.
Cody
just because what he did at Wisconsin.
Bismack Biyombo.
He said I could possibly be his daddy, so I'm going to draft him just to be sure.
Whoa, Bismack? You remember time in Africa?
You remember them Jordan? You remember them Jordan jokes about him? No. Bro, people said, bro, this dude look like MJ.
Yeah, but this is a real question though. Y'all think LaMelo gonna have a better year than Tyrese Halliburton?
Bro, if he stay healthy, for sure.
If that's the peak, if that's LaMelo's peak of this whole season, that's not gonna be enough for Charlotte.
LaMelo gonna be an all-star. If he stays, he's an all-star.
No, if the only thing you banking on is him having a better season than Tyrese Halliburton, that's not going to be enough for Charlotte, is what I'm saying.
How come it won't be? If they get Miles Bridges back, Brandon Miller is a scorer.
Miles
Bridges is a free agent.
We don't know where he's going.
PJ Washington. They got
he didn't come back when his suspension was up. You think he want to be there?
Nigga, Chris loves PJ Washington, man. I don't know what's going on.
Hey, man.
I like PJ Washington as a role player.
Exactly. He stretched the floor.
He versatile. He versatile.
I don't give a shit about no damn PJ Washington.
Yeah.
Hey man.
But if they don't get Miles Bridges,
tell them to go trade for Reggie Bullock. See if they do that.
Oh.
See if they do that, Chris.
Oh
go get Reggie Bullock.
What is his contract? What is his contract situation in Dallas? I'm tired of seeing his.
They guaranteed his contract. He did 10. He got $10 million.
He got one more year left.
He stay. Be a little role player off the bench, or he gonna get traded.
Take
somewhere.
like 8 threes a game, y'all.
Yeah,
Reggie Bullock be a starter. Nothing but shoot, and he's way skinnier than what he should be in like year 9. That boy like year 9. That boy is skinny as hell, bro. Reggie Bullock done got skinnier since he came to the league. He wasn't that skinny in North Carolina.
No
hey,
oh my boy, you brought him up.
I'm trolling Chris.
But y'all ready to get into these free agents? Free agent draft. I got the player pool.
Man, I ain't even got my order no more because it's like 2-3 niggas I had on there that opted in, so I done changed up this shit like 3 times.
Yeah,
I ain't even got no order no more, dog.
I got some dudes.
I just had a list.
Yeah, I just got a list. I tried to put them in order just to make it a little fun, but then I was like, okay, these niggas keep opting in and shit. So I was like, okay, I'd had to change this shit up as, shit happening in real time. So that's why I was like, okay, let me just go ahead and just do no order.
Matisse style.
I'm finna say, why is he on the list?
Oh, man.
That boy ain't getting drafted.
I was looking on ESPN.
These actually the top 15.
This what it said. I'm just giving y'all a player pool. If it's somebody else that y'all got, y'all just say it. I'm just giving y'all just in case.
James Harden done opted in.
James Harden not free agent no more. Kuzma, man. Kuzma ain't make no list.
Did you put Christian Wood on there?
I think Josh Hart opted in.
Oh well, y'all got y'all own damn list. Y'all do it. Y'all go do it.
Oh, is that your list or is that just some names?
I took it from ESPN.
Oh,
yeah. They just had a list, and I was just like, shit. I'll just throw this shit up there.
Shit, I'll go through my list first. Again, this ain't in no order, but I'll go through my list first. So we doing top 15, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so I got Draymond Green, I got Kyrie, I got Russell Westbrook, I got Brook Lopez, Kyle Kuzma, Dylan Brooks, Fred VanVleet, Grant Williams, Chris Middleton, Karis LeVert, Austin Reeves, Herb Jones, Miles Bridges, Rui Hachimura, and Seth. I got Seth Curry on there.
Okay. Ray, you got a list?
Solid list.
That's a good list.
I'm not gonna go through my whole list because at that point, I'm just gonna be repeating what he said. But one player that, actually 2 players, I say was Cam Johnson and Herbert Jones.
Herb Jones a free agent?
Yeah, I said Herb Jones. Yeah, he a free agent.
Okay.
Unrestricted or restricted? Because if he restricted,
let me check. I actually got
he restricted.
I got the full list in front of me on ESPN. They got the free agents for every goddamn team on here.
Okay.
Never mind. I heard Jones.
I mean, yeah, I got.
You can still put him. You can still put him. He's still a free agent.
I got a lot of the same dudes. Yeah, I got a lot of the same dudes. I got Kyle
Anybody new
there.
But Herb Jones is unrestricted, right?
Oh my god.
Okay, yeah, I just saying. Okay, now.
Yeah, he unrestricted.
Look, Chris, you got anybody new? You got anybody new on your list that they didn't name?
It's Schroeder. You mean you want some size? Mo Bamba.
I like Mo Bamba.
Who'd you say?
Mo Bamba. You want some size?
Mo
Jackson Hayes. He just got. He's a free agent now.
He
wants to take a shot at a young big.
He gonna be out the league.
Okay.
Anybody else? My bad. I can't
say dang. Nobody want no young big,
bro.
Who else you got on there? You said you said Mo Bamba and who else?
Jackson,
Mo Bamba, Schroeder,
Jackson Hayes.
Yep. And there's a lot of restricted free agents, but
did I say Chris Middleton?
Yeah.
Well, I meant to put Chris Middleton too.
Chris Middleton. Okay, so Chris, you pop it off with the draft. Just go Ray. Just go Chris. Then just go me. We'll go in that order. So with the first pick in a free agency draft, and give us a little reason why. Who's going number 1?
Number 1 overall, me or him?
White boy Chris.
All right.
As a top free agent.
Yeah.
Man.
It's like, cause this gonna be a clip, so man, don't say nothing too crazy, cause
I say anything, you know.
I guess if we looking at top free agents, if we just talking about star power, I guess Kyrie is, number one.
So you got Kyrie one.
Yeah, and we just talking talent on the court. We gonna see what off the court shit happen, but we just talk about talent that you can bring to a team. I see Kyrie as number one.
Do you have some places that he could realistically go in free agency?
I feel like Dallas is still a good option for him. I feel like he would fit with how they trying to build that team. When you look at him and Luka in the backcourt, they finally bringing some defense. Of course, they still not done making moves. Another team I could see if all these guys are healthy would be the Clippers. I feel like that would be a good fit when you look at PG, Kawhi. Then you got Kyrie, at your guard spot. You still got an OK 5 and damn, that boy name right on the tip of my tongue.
Zubac.
Mm-hmm. And then I guess a third team. When you just talk about them looking for this type of player, I feel like Miami might be a good fit because they just looking for scoring. So I feel like Miami would be another.
Do they got money? Do they got money just to get Kyrie?
They have to trade.
If Miami,
I don't know. But the one thing we can't do is, go against Pat Riley and that amazing GM mind of, finding a way to make some shit shake. Especially, I feel like it'd be a little easier for them to make some shit shake considering that Kyrie is a free agent, a unrestricted free agent. We've seen him, make moves as far as like trades and stuff like that. But when you ain't got to give up no capital and just got to make some, cap space, I would never I'm not doubting Pat Riley. I ain't doubting that man whatsoever.
Okay. Ray, you got the number 2 pick in the 2023 free agent draft.
I'm gonna go with Dre Day.
I ain't mad at it.
I mean,
I ain't mad at it.
Still one of the best defenders in the league. We know what he brings on the offensive end as a facilitator and just as a playmaker in general. His shooting ain't as good as it once was, but he can definitely get the offense flowing from a standpoint of ball movement and finding an open man.
But where does he fit in the league outside of Golden State? That's what kills me with the Draymond. Where can you put him to where he can be as valuable as he was with Golden State? That's my question.
You got to be on a team. He got to be on a team full of players who know how to move without the ball.
Phoenix. That's only outside of
Denver.
The Kings. No,
I said Denver.
No.
Werder can shoot. Werder can move off the ball. Malik Monk can move off the ball.
He can, but he prefers to create his own shot.
Yeah.
He like the dance.
Keegan Murray.
Yeah. I mean, that's not enough.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
They not elite enough at shooting.
Nah.
To have him as a top 3 free agent, bro, he should be able to be able to be in a lot of situations. Go ahead.
Miami would be a good fit for him. I feel like Miami would be a good fit if they go get another guard that can do some scoring. I feel like Miami would be a good fit for him. I feel like Milwaukee would be a damn good fit for him. I think that's one that nobody looking at. I feel like if you trying to replace that defense that you not getting, like I said, I feel like they are still feeling the effects of losing PJ Tucker in that defense. And if you bring Draymond over there to bring that defense, and he can still also facilitate, for them, because like you don't need him to facilitate for Giannis. Giannis gonna do what he do. But if you just have a defender and somebody that can, run the floor, put everybody in the right spot they're supposed to be, on the defense, I feel like Milwaukee is a real underrated place for him. I would say before the draft, if they were to go get somebody else to put alongside Dame, I felt like that Portland would have been a good spot to bring some more defense to that, and I feel like Dame could be more
like that.
ball.
I like that with Simons, oh my goodness, Simons and Dame, and oh my goodness, bro, Simons, Shaden Sharp too. Oh my bad, go ahead.
Yeah, I feel like that. I feel like that'd be a good spot for him.
I give you Portland. I think the Suns, but everywhere else, like Milwaukee.
Milwaukee?
No.
Lakers.
Him and Giannis on the court at the same time. Him and Giannis at the court at the same time on offense.
Lakers.
Explain to me why that's not because he's not.
Because you either want Draymond to have the ball or you want Giannis to have the ball, and when either one of them don't have the ball, you just go sag off. But
this is my thing about that. Do I really want yes, I want Giannis to have the ball, but as far as like being a ball handler, like Giannis is best with the ball, like, you know, when they coming down the floor in transition. I don't want Giannis handling the ball in no half court setup.
So what's he gonna be doing? What is he gonna be doing if Draymond has the ball?
Post up or pick and roll.
I was about to say pick and roll and post up. I feel like that'd be the best spot if he ain't coming down like
play him like a traditional power forward. Like playing
same
like
thing.
That's a nice little pick and roll scenario between them two.
Yeah,
I like it.
A good passer and a good finisher, so you're gonna have to commit.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And then you still got Chris Middleton as one of the best mid-range shooters, you know, as far as what he brings to the game. He focuses on mid-range, so you know, you got to do it like Draymond that can get the ball to his spot. I feel like Milwaukee is a damn good underrated situation for him. You get that defense. You get that defense back. Like I was talking about with PJ Tucker, you put him on the best player on the other team. That way Giannis ain't wore out. You got somebody that can facilitate the ball. You got somebody that's gonna set screens. You got somebody that's gonna do all. You know, he's gonna do all the dirty work. I feel like that's an underrated little spot for him.
Okay. Look, Chris, 3. We got your third pick.
All right. I've been going back and forth on this one. I think I'm gonna take Jeremy Grant over Chris Middleton. I'm gonna take Jeremy Grant over Chris Middleton this time.
Damn, that's a hell of a pick. That's what I would have took. I ain't gonna stun Chris. I would have took him over Draymond. Oh no, that was Ray pick. Who picked?
That was Ray pick.
I would have put Jeremy Grant over Draymond. I ain't gonna lie. Anytime. So give me your spiel on Jeremy Grant. What's a good place for him?
Hey, there's a lot of teams that can use Jeremy Grant, man. You got a big wing, power forward, small forward, hybrid, play defense, get you about 18, 20 points a game. Anybody can use that. I mean,
and that's why I had him so high, Ray. You were shaking your head, but that exact reason right there is why I would have had him so high. He's a plug and play, and he's very high level at all the things you would want in a high level role player, but he has a little bit more scoring. That's why I feel like Jeremy Grant is like, he's the perfect swing piece.
That boy was one of the most least impact with 20 points per game guys.
Imagine
he'll go a full game. Like he finished the game with 20 points.
That's because he was in a second option role. He's supposed to be a fourth option role like Aaron Gordon. It's a reason why Denver was in the
he was with Denver
finals. That's what I'm saying. Can I finish? He was one of the reasons why Denver was in the conference final in 20. God damn, in 2020.
He was one of the reasons. Okay.
Did you just not see how important Aaron Gordon was in that run? Yes, he's not Jokic. Yes, he's not Jamal Murray. But they needed that type of guy. That's the right. When they lost Jeremy Grant and they brought in Aaron Gordon, everybody was like, "Oh, Aaron Gordon can play the role Jeremy Grant had."
People used to be scared of Jeremy Grant confidence on the court. They didn't even know if he was even confident in himself at times. Don't give me no. He was important. Nah, he didn't even know his own importance.
Bro, Ray,
he did know his own importance because he wanted to go to his own team in Detroit.
he wanted to be the number one option.
You gotta have some confidence. You gotta have some confidence to want to be a number one option. I mean, Detroit didn't have nothing really surrounding him. I don't know what you wanted him to do over there.
He chose that team. What?
And he showed And
That
He
team
was a
has
bum as a number one option.
Hey, that team's money chose him.
That boy look like Corey Maggette is the number one option. Get out of here with that. Y'all trying to boost his stats. He averaged 20 a game. Who else was gonna score on that team?
What do you mean?
Name me their second option. Who was else gonna be a scorer?
Huh?
I don't know. Who the hell? Who did Detroit team have? It was there was nobody over there. Sadiq Bey?
You can't think
Sadiq
nobody.
Bey?
Was Stanley Johnson still there?
Man, do not bring up no
Was he already
Stanley
gone, buddy?
Johnson.
Oh, bring up
Exactly.
Oh, man, he was
These
there.
are the players he's playing
He
with.
was there, not there.
Y'all really trying to? He had 20. Somebody gonna be a 20-point scorer on that team.
He had 20 points per game last year, and he was a fit. Bro, just because his situation don't be good, don't mean he's not a good player. We done seen him in a winning situation be valuable.
You gonna act like you don't remember that segment where I said everybody's scoring 20 points a game nowadays.
The Lakers were begging for him to come over there at one point. Now
Put him on the market. See how many teams can try to get him. Watch this. He's gonna be a bidding war for them.
I ain't never been a huge.
If he become if Portland say, yeah, we probably not finna sign him back, teams be lining up across the water trying to get him.
Facts.
Gonna be about 3 teams.
That's crazy.
Ray, you just so disrespectful.
That's crazy for you to say, Ray.
Just because he ain't a number one option now.
Just because he had nobody to play with.
You got an infatuation for number one options that don't do nothing.
What he's supposed to do? What he's supposed to do when he playing with a bunch of nobody? He's supposed to take them to the playoffs or something?
That's what y'all trying to make him a number one option.
There's
when he
tiers. There's tiers of. I'm not trying to make him
number one options have done that before.
I'm not trying to make him a number one option. He could be a solid
he's never
2
been
to 3.
a number one option.
No.
When he played with Detroit, he didn't like no real number one option.
Okay, but he's going. He's a role player that can give you a little bit more scoring. If he's your third or fourth option, he could be as valuable as Aaron Gordon was to the Denver Nuggets. That's what I'm saying.
Is Tobias Harris a decent player for the Sixers? Like,
no.
That was a terrible example. I'm
sorry. When he's playing good, when he's playing like he's supposed to be.
Tobias Harris' daddy talking about. I'm like, man, your son grown in a man.
That was wild.
And Tobias Harris playing like he's supposed to be.
They got to step up. I'm like, this dude is almost 30. Ain't he 30?
Man, Tobias' best friend is Boban, man. I don't know what's going on with Tobias Harris, man. But number 4, I got the number 4 pick, and I don't know how y'all gonna feel. Y'all can feel how y'all want to feel.
I know who you about to choose.
Give me Cam Johnson. Nope, y'all, you ain't know that. You didn't see that coming. Give me Cam Johnson.
I didn't see that coming, but that's actually a solid pick. I can't.
He about 6'8", wing, could shoot, play off the ball. You know what I'm saying? He can defend good enough to where it's like if you got a wing deficit, give me Cam Johnson over a lot of people because you know what I'm saying. He come in, he do his job, he hit his shots, and he ain't gonna cause no problem. You could have put Chris Middleton there, but I don't know what Chris Middleton is. He could break down for all we know. So that's the only reason why I picked Cam. Well, he's restricted. So I got to pick somebody else.
Are we only picking unrestricted, or are we doing?
I mean,
the only thing we're restricted because they go come back.
Yeah.
So I'll pick somebody else. Is Jordan Clarkson restricted?
Let me see.
Because if I got to pick Fred VanVleet at 4, I'm gonna be pissed.
You don't have to. There's other people there.
Who else left? Who else left?
You said his name.
You got your boy.
Christian. Who?
You got your boy D-Lo.
Boy, I ain't gonna stunt. D-Lo, one of them dudes, he got to become one of them dudes. You get off the couch when it's about to be playoff time. The way he played. Oh, give me Kuzma. Give me Kuzma. I go Kyle Kuzma right here. I wanted Cam Johnson. No, Rui. No.
Dang.
Kuzma is a. Oh, okay. I guess because he more of a scoring threat.
Kuzma. Bro, you forgetting Kuzma was a defensive player before he started scoring? If he could get in a winning situation. Rookie
year, he showed his scoring. Like, what are you talking about?
No, but I'm saying.
Showed his offense from the jump.
Hey, but I'm saying, give me Kyle Kuzma over Rui.
Kyle Kuzma, his rookie year was more a product of Lonzo Ball.
Are we forgetting what Kyle Kuzma showed in the playoffs?
I'm not saying.
I mean, that dude was trash in the playoffs.
That's why I said
he was a defensive player. Though he became a defensive player. Give me Kyle Kuzma. You can have Rui. What the hell is you talking about?
I'll take
I'll take Rui too. Hey, hold on.
All I'm gonna say is when we doing them live watches in the playoffs, I don't want to hear nothing about you all criticizing on Kuzma. I don't want to hear none of that. All that 20 point per game stuff in the season that look cool, but when it really matters, I can't trust Kuzma.
Hey, Hachimura showed me those things.
Hachimura looking like number one option out there at times.
Which one of them two got a ring?
Who got carried? Because Hachimura wasn't getting carried. He carried that first round. What? Name me a round Kuzma carried in. Or at least like the second option.
I played the fifth. I mean, it's recency bias, so I guess most people would say give you Rui. But, man, Kyle Kuzma was going off for the Wizards, man. And we done seen Kyle Kuzma be in an actual winning situation and being in a winning role, fourth option. And he was playing great defense. He wasn't shooting consistently. But we done actually seen Kyle. He was the fourth option.
That man KCP was getting more buckets than him at one point.
You should have said Dennis Schroeder.
Rondo. You said KCP.
Rondo not getting
Dennis Schroeder was better than Rondo. Rondo brought the intangibles, but
Rondo was not getting no buckets. I mean, he was out there,
you take Rondo
orchestrating.
Off that team. You take Rondo
I'm not
off
saying that.
Team.
Oh, here you go.
I just said he's not getting buckets. I didn't say that he wasn't.
I'm not saying they wouldn't have still. I'm not saying what the results would have been. I'm saying if you take Rondo off that team, you would have noticeably seen how much they were in need of another facilitator out there.
I agree.
The shooter is not there.
Chris, you gonna come back? Because it's gonna be your pick. If not, we'll come back to you. I'm gonna go Ray, and then we'll come back.
We're at number 5, right?
Back. Yeah.
And you picked who?
I picked Kyle Kuzma. I don't give a damn.
Kuzma.
As much as I was killing this dude, I just mentioned him. I'm bringing my boy Dillon Brooks in at the number 5. People can say what they want about Dillon Brooks. The dude is still second team. All defense should have been first team.
All right.
We know what he brings to the table every night. He gonna play hard. He gonna guard your best defender. Now, we not about to sweep up what he done did in his career so far because of what happened in that first round. But the dude can play, man. He a solid 3-point shooter, a solid 3-and-D guy, really. That's all we really ask out of him. All that other stuff, trying to create your own shots, I don't know where you got that from.
He's gonna do that. He's gonna do it, bro.
Hey, I'll be right back, y'all.
If he want to have a valuable role on the team, he gonna have to take that out his arsenal. He been in the league too long now. Like you can't try to add that to your bag in your 6-7 seasons. It's like, dude,
yes, it's a little too
you've
late.
Never done nothing like this before. This is not the playground. You can't just up and just, hey, I can do this now, y'all. Bro, we ain't never seen you work on this.
Man, look, Chris, it's your turn. I'm tired of Dillon Brooks, man. He got a lot to prove. I like the Dillon Brooks, man, but after that,
bruh. Right before that round, people was bigging him up. One round cannot just deplete and diminish your whole.
Yes, it can.
No, it cannot. Name another player we ever did that with. One
bro,
round.
Anderson from the old Magic team, when they missed their free throw, they were saying he never was the same.
Nick Anderson, yeah,
Nick Anderson.
No, some free throw. I'm talking about somebody who had a completely bad series and was just like, man.
But I'm saying, don't act like this shit couldn't.
Kuzma looked.
You said they got him about it.
Terrible for a whole playoff run, and y'all sitting up here talking about he ahead of Brooks. That don't make sense to me. The last 2 years he made the playoffs.
Dillon Brooks carried him to the playoffs, man. Dillon Brooks was a role player. Kyle Kuzma was an actual option on their team, man.
Kyle Kuzma was supposed to carry the Wizards team to the playoffs.
Fucking Bradley Beal. That was Bradley Beal fault. Cal Kuzma was a third option.
In 3-year stretch, he was terrible in the playoffs, and he didn't make the playoffs the last 2 years. So he was in a situation and he looked bad, and then he went to a team for 2 years and ain't do nothing.
So, bro, if you say Dylan Brooks is better than Kyle Kuzma, you got
he don't got more. He don't got more to prove than Brooks.
Dame Lillard ain't been to the playoffs a couple years now, so he ain't been doing nothing either.
He ain't been doing it either. We calling everybody out.
Come on, man. Just because you don't make the playoffs don't mean you're not a good player.
I'm not saying that. I said he got. How do they not have more to prove than Brooks? Brooks was in the playoffs.
This dude, Kyle Kuzma, was
and
20,
he was in the
21-7-4.
Playing good.
Give me that.
Man, hold on a second. When Bill go for 30 points in the season, that's empty stats. But 21-7-4 ain't empty stats. Y'all didn't even make the play.
As a second, third option, give me that. Because if you had a number one option that did their job, give me that. Yes, give me that. As a second, third option, 21-7, yes, give me that. What the hell? It's still 21 points, bro. You so Dylan Brooks? Man, hell no.
He looked disgusting at you, DJ.
Go ahead, Chris. It's your pick, man.
The sixth pick. That boy Kyle Kuzma.
I watched Kyle, bro. I watched him destroy the Mavericks, man. I watched him do that last year.
Kyle Kuzma.
I watched him outdo Luka Doncic. What Dylan Brooks? Man, what Dylan Brooks? Dylan Brooks looked Dylan Brooks looked disgusting in the playoffs. We just seen Dylan Brooks look disgusting in the playoffs, man.
We're gonna bring up the clips when you was bragging about how Dylan Brooks was cooking in the playoffs.
I like Dylan Brooks until he wasn't.
I ain't gonna say nothing else. You was bigging him up. He did something
until he talked all that stuff, put that target on his back, and shrunk. What the hell I'm supposed to say? Y'all, bro, did all that shit and shrunk. And he's not giving you 21-7. I don't give a damn. And I done seen Kyle Kuzma close a lot of games. He closed more games than Bradley Beal did last year. Kyle Kuzma was the reason why the Wizards was winning the little games they was winning. What the hell?
You crazy.
It's
crazy.
Dylan. Okay, Chris is your pick. And he got one of these, man. Chris is your pick, man.
I'm going to go with the Milwaukee Buck. I'm going to go with the Milwaukee Buck. But it might surprise you which one I'm going to choose. I'm probably going to go with Brook Lopez next because he fits more teams. And a lot of teams missing Brook Lopez is like one of their pieces to take them over the hump as far as being a defensive big, a modern-day big where he's a defensive anchor that can protect the rim and also can get a shot on his own in the post and also hit the three. Like, I know he's old. He's getting old. If he stay healthy and he continue and he played like he did these last couple of years in Milwaukee, any team would welcome him on their team.
I like that. So I like the Brook Lopez pick. 7. I'm gonna go Chris Middleton here. I would have went Fred VanVleet, Bruce Brown, but I'm not doing that. Let's be disrespectful. I'm just gonna go Chris Middleton here, man. I hope he can come back and be a solid contributor. But you know, I can't disrespect him and not put him at 7 and put nobody like VanVleet. VanVleet was terrible. Or Bruce Brown, who's strictly a role player over him. I like Bruce Brown, but I can't put him over Middleton. So I got Chris Middleton at 7. Ray, you got 8.
I think Bruce Brown is definitely a top 10. I'm gonna put him right there because anybody out there, I'm not putting nobody ahead of Bruce Brown other than names we already spoke on. I really should have put him out. To be honest, I want to switch him and Dylan Brooks.
No.
When I was like, hold on a sec. That's why I should have put him in order. But
yeah.
When you actually put the list that we put together, put Bruce Brown while I put Brooks. I'm gonna give the reason for Bruce Brown. I mean, we know what Bruce Brown brings from what they showed at Brooklyn. Who was out there getting rebounds, setting screens. He was really a power guard. If you want to say it, he was a power forward and a guard in one. And then with Denver, he showed more of what he can do off the dribble, what he can do in transition as a catch and shoot 3. So I mean, I expect because in his 3-year run, he showed us in constant growth. So this next year, hey, I won't be surprised to see him not. I mean, even though they say he want to be back with Denver, I won't be surprised if he want to go to a team where he can have an even bigger role. But he done got better every year. So
okay.
I don't know if he's trying to prove something or if he want to stay in that role player. Some people don't want to just stay as a role player. So it's gonna be interesting.
Okay, I like that. Chris, you got none?
All right, so this next pick is definitely gonna surprise y'all. I'm gonna stick with it. I'm not high on Fred VanVleet, and so I'm gonna take his teammate Jakopoto over him too. I'm not ashamed to say that. You want a big, 27 years old, give you about 13, almost 10 rebounds, a 7-footer, pretty solid on defense, and then he give you something on offense too. If you need a big, he may be a little high for as far as free agent ranking, but a lot of teams could use him. He could be he's a starting center on a lot of teams in the league. So I'm just not that high on Fred VanVleet, if I'm being honest with you. So that's why I don't have him right there.
I ain't just too mad. At 10, I ain't gonna lie to y'all. I mess with this dude, man. Man, give me Austin Reeves, man. Give me AR-15, man.
I like that.
The only dude on the Lakers outside of LeBron and AD who's gonna be like, man, he go consistently try to be there. So I feel like Austin Reeves made himself a lot of money, and I even like Austin Reeves.
Yeah, he was restricted.
He restricted too.
Oh well. Was Jordan Clarkson restricted?
I don't know if he is free agent. I think he might be under contract.
They had him on the list. Let me check. Because if Jordan Clarkson, I put Jordan Clarkson on the team. I'm not putting Fred VanVleet was so horrible, man.
No, he's not a free agent. He got his player option, so
Clarkson
got Curry.
He picked up his player option. Yeah.
What Curry?
Obviously, I would have said
Seth? Oh no, I ain't putting Seth in no top 10 free agent.
Karis LeVert, you want Karis LeVert?
You got Schroeder, Lonnie Walker,
Eric Gordon, Westbrook. He's still chilling.
Give me Russ.
So he showed us something in that playoffs, man.
He did. Mm-hmm. Give me Russ.
He the only one that clip. He was only a Clipper for a couple months. It had the most part I've seen out of a Clipper play in the last 10 years.
Facts. not you playing, but that's for real.
No, it is for
real. Okay.
Nah, I ain't gonna lie. Yeah, he's not backing him not backing down from KD, Book, Chris Paul, and all them. Like he said, nah, we got a chance. If I'm out here, we gonna try and win. Like he didn't back down from nothing.
And that shit get contagious in the playoffs. So
that boy,
raise your pick.
Someone all they stars love. He instantly went into I'm back in OKC mode.
Mm-hmm.
So he was like, this is another day at the office for me.
All right, it's your go, Ray.
I'm gonna go with Christian Wood.
Yeah,
C Wood. I like that. I feel like
team out there need a shot creating power forward that can get you a good 8 to 9 rebounds. That's a good option. Also can stretch the floor out. So yeah, I like what the thing that really bothered me about the Mavericks at the beginning of the season, I'm like, why is this dude coming off the bench?
They set themselves up to lose him for failure when they didn't decide to start him and all that. Like trying to get cute.
Jason Kidd. That's Jason Kidd.
I knew Mavericks was gonna be dumb when they paid McGee all that money just to sit on the bench.
Yep. I don't know what they were doing. And now they're having trouble. They're having trouble unloading that sorry contract now.
This ain't nothing but Luol Deng with the Lakers 2.0.
It's your turn, Chris. You got the 12th pick. We gonna run through the last 3 dudes because they not all in.
I feel like now I gotta go with Van Vliet. No, I don't really want to, but this is a good spot. I'm not high on him. I don't think he's all that, and I think he better stay in Toronto if he want to have a chance to still. Like, people are hyping him up to be a really top tier free agent. I don't think he is. I don't think he's a quality shooter. I don't think he's a quality player in my opinion. He's all right. On most other teams though, he probably be a 6 man if I'm being honest.
So. I love that you said that because that's the truth. Shit, that dude is mediocre, man. He had that one All-Star season and made him seem like something, man. But last year he was so bad.
Last year he was not that. People gonna try to what's wrong with this lit? No, look at last year and tell me Van Vliet was something, because Toronto didn't do nothing this year.
Man. Give me at 13. Who's left? It's getting very.
You got Torrey Craig. You got
Craig.
Will Barton. You got Seth Curry.
Kelly
Oubre. You got Lonnie Walker. You got Javon Carter.
Give me Kelly Oubre, man. Give me Kelly Oubre, man.
Let's see all them names, y'all. No, I ain't trying to. You picking Kelly Oubre over Lonnie Walker?
I was about to say, man, Lonnie Walker play himself into a little contract.
Yeah, bro, y'all know I'm low key a Hornets fan because of LaMelo, man. Kelly Oubre was getting buckets, bro. Kelly Oubre was getting buckets last year.
Man,
Kelly Oubre
they said that boy like a lesbian on Twitter.
That boy averaged 20 and 5. Like, I didn't know he did that. That boy was getting 20 and 5, man.
Hey, he was out there playing YMCA basketball, man.
I ain't gonna lie.
I don't give a damn. Give me 20 and 5 at 13.
He got a lot more shots because LaMelo wasn't playing.
Man, at 13, give me Kelly Oubre. 13 pick, give you 20 a game. Give me Kelly, man. All right, go ahead, Ray.
This next thing, he's not averaging 20.
You just the rest of these niggas left.
You got Lonnie Walker
at the 14th pick.
Mr. Feel Good Story after being benched.
I still don't understand that. I feel like they hurt them more than it helped.
Yeah.
I mean they got by in the first round without him really getting any major minutes, but I don't know. I feel like he showed what he was in that I'm like, what he did in that fourth quarter against Golden State, he could have already been showing that type of impact throughout the games. Like the fact that Ham was like, oh yeah,
he started getting more opportunity though. He started getting more opportunity after that.
Those guys they brung over there, like when I see Malik, I'm like, Malik Beasley ain't, man.
But I'm saying he started going. He got more opportunity after the Warrior series. He started getting his opportunity
off of that fourth quarter.
But that's what I'm saying. He started getting his opportunities, and
the thing is, though, other players that was playing ahead of him, they didn't show any reason why they should have been out there more than him. But they still kept on getting opportunity after opportunity. I didn't understand that. Beasley going out there shooting 0-4 and don't give no more minutes after the first quarter. I'm like, maybe next game you can go with Lonnie first. Just see how he get going. Yeah. No, I'm gonna go back with Beasley. Go out there 0 for 2. He hit 1 3, missed the next 2, get out the game for the rest of the. I'm like, bro, what's the system here? Like, I don't understand. Beasley was already known as a hot and cold guy anyways. Like, he's been cold. Why you keep going with him? But Lonnie Lonnie had one of his best seasons yet. Like, why do you take that? Why do you just allow him? He was on fire from the 3 all year long. I know he had the injury, but still. Slowly work him back into the rotation.
I don't know, bro. Lonnie Walker, he cool, but I ain't going to my way to just 15. Chris is you.
You always talk about how you like them athletic guys.
I like Lonnie Walker, but it's like he cool. He cool. You picked him 14th, Ray. Relax. Go ahead.
Hey, I'm gonna be honest with you. I feel like it's I feel like D'Angelo Russell only deserves this spot. I mean, I know he had a little drop off in the playoffs, but I do feel like he's still going to be solid in a regular season for a team, maybe even for the Lakers if he go back. I almost slid Dante DiVincenzo on this spot over him, so he got real close to getting replaced.
So we done finished our list. Nah, I ain't gonna stunt. I ain't like how D'Lo finished his situation, but putting Dante DiVincenzo over him, that's ridiculous. So this is our top 15 free agent draft. Number 1, we had Kyrie Irving. Number 2, we had Draymond Green. Number 3, we had Jerry Grant. Number 4, we had Kyle Kuzma. Number 5, we had Bruce Brown. Number 6, Brook Lopez. Number 7, Chris Middleton. Number 8, Dylan Brooks. Number 9, Jakob Poeltl. Number 10, Russell Westbrook. Number 11, Christian Wood. Number 12, Fred VanVleet. Number 13, Kelly Oubre Jr. Number 14, Lonnie Walker. And 15, D'Angelo Russell. That is our top 15 free agent draft. Read it and weep, suckers.
Yeah.
I don't want nobody telling me that Fred VanVleet is in the wrong spot. I don't care.
Jakob Poeltl is high.
Jakob Poeltl is better than everybody else that he's above. Name one player better than Jakob Poeltl, right?
Christian Wood is better than Jakob Poeltl. Christian Wood is better than Jakob.
Did he really show you something better than like Jakob Poeltl?
Man, Christian Wood is better than Jakob Poeltl.
Hey,
bro, stop it.
Did he have a better year than Jakob Poeltl last season?
Bro, you
sorry guys. Duty call.
You would lose your job if you pick Jakob Poeltl over Christian Wood.
Hey, no. What is Jakob? Christian Wood not giving me nothing on the defensive end. At least Jakob Poeltl 7 foot tail blocking somebody at the rim. He gonna put some effort in. You know, Popovich taught him something.
Man, you can have that Jakob Poeltl shit, man.
They about to get rid of that dude. They said we would just you will suffice for now until we get that number 1 pick. Man. All right, deuces.
All right, what we on, guys? Had to be the hood hero real quick.
Oh, we got star trade scenarios.
The ones you sent earlier?
Yeah.
What y'all went over so far?
We just got to it.
Oh, okay.
I
had to be the hood hero. My neighbor's AC went out. Had to show my son how to make $100 in 15 minutes.
Then you went and fixed the AC?
Yeah.
Real one. That's real.
That's great.
But we'll do I like this trade. And
okay, talking about that first.
Nah, this the Paul George
two trade that I liked. I only saw 2 I liked.
I seen that first one. I said, ain't no way I'm about to give up all that for one guy.
Well, let's kick it off, man. Let's kick it off. This is what I was waiting on.
Yeah.
I like the New York Knicks trade where New York is Paul George.
Hey, did you put that draft list in the little banner thing? I want to look at that real quick. I ain't finna put it up.
Yes on the banner.
All right. Somebody laughing like that shit was trash.
I just
let's see. Whoa.
I knew he was gonna say something, man.
What happened?
So did y'all see the new
list? Who is that? Jacob who?
Oh my gosh, bro.
That boy called him Jacob.
Who said that? Who put him up there?
You know who.
I say some crazy stuff, but it wasn't me.
Hey man, he gonna prove y'all wrong this season.
Y'all can put it solid, but they were just a little high.
Yeah, it's just a little high. I ain't gonna cap. Man, y'all. Oh shit.
But
I don't know. I would have had Grant Williams over a couple of them. I don't know.
Grant Williams. I forgot about Grant Williams.
I didn't know if he was unrestricted or not.
No, I think he a free agent.
You know you picking Grant Williams over Pirtle on DJ. We talking about some.
Yeah, if it's free agents, yes, I would have put him. But I thought he was restricted, so that's why I didn't say him.
Yeah, I was like, y'all didn't put. Let me see. I mean, yeah, he restricted, but you know, Boston ain't gonna match.
He smashed on that ground for you not to pick no. Like you picked Pirtle over him.
Hey man.
I ain't gonna lie, Bruce Brown over Chris Middleton is kind of wild.
It's just because I don't know what's going on.
Bruce Brown over.
Man, Bruce Brown done showed some true growth over these last 2 years.
I'm not knocking it, but I just don't think I put him over Chris
Middleton been digressing, man. I ain't trying to hear none of it.
Man, hold on. We not
you still living out reputation. You still living out reputation from 2021. I ain't trying to. Nah, we ain't doing that.
But we can't sit here and act like he ain't been injured the past 2 years. Like
exactly.
If you want to
living out reputation,
if that's the excuse you want to use, but bro, give him a healthy season, he'll be right back to the Chris Middleton we seen, man. He just been hurt. He
got to rebound for that. He got to rebound from that.
I need to see it first.
I like that Kyle Kuzma pick though. I mean, I probably would have knocked him down to 6, but I like it.
Damn.
I mean, just based off the way the list is, I mean, right at 4, that's where I like him at 4. But I'm just talking about some of the people that I would have put in over some of the niggas that's there. I think Fran VanVleet definitely needs to be like 14. I wouldn't even put Lonnie Walker on here.
Ooh.
But that's cool. We can move on though.
We praising the guy that was shooting like 39% at one point in the season.
15. That's why I said 15. He's 15.
Man, all I'm saying, Lonnie Walker never had those atrocious numbers.
That's cool.
But we get into these star trade scenarios. I found some of these very interesting. They came from ESPN. The first one that I thought we would get to was the New York Knicks, and this was very interesting. It was a Paul George trade, and it's New York gets Paul George, and the Clippers get R.J. Barrett, Quentin Grimes, Evan Fournier, 2024 unprotected first, 2024 Dallas top 10 protected first, and 2025 first round swap. How y'all feel about that Paul George to the Knicks trade?
If I'm the Clippers, I'm running to make this trade. Like, goodbye, Paul.
Anybody
if I'm the Knicks,
my team so fascinated with
Paul
George.
Exactly.
Dude, Paul George got the Da Vinci Code.
I'm saying.
Like, I'm confused. Why do everybody want Paul George? He ain't shown nothing.
I was about to say, yeah. If I'm the Clippers, bro, I'm running to this motherfucker yesterday to make this goddamn trade. You telling me I get to get off this injured motherfucker? You know, because I mean they kind of stuck with Kawhi with the contract they gave him.
He got to be something in disguise. Like he got to know some top secrets on these NBA owners or something.
He got a top podcast.
Man, he just started that podcast.
You know who starts podcasts? Losers.
Patrick Beverly.
I ain't seen nobody else, winning shit.
Duncan Robinson having a podcast is crazy.
Losers.
Duncan Robinson.
Hey, it
wasn't because of him.
He was balling out the
five.
That nigga
he single-handedly won game 2.
If I'm the Clippers, nigga, even with RJ Barrett, I mean, I like it if you actually give Evan Fournier some playing time because we know he's gonna carry that pistol. We know he's shooting that motherfucker. So I like it. I feel like that Ty Lue will be the perfect coach to get RJ Barrett straight. You do that trade because Quentin Grimes gonna give you what he give you, but I feel like RJ Barrett, I feel like Ty Lue gonna get that boy straight. I feel like he finally gonna have a coach that can really help his development, get the most out of him, and I feel like, like I said, if I'm the Clippers, I'm running yesterday to do this goddamn trade. I get to get off Paul George and I get 3 solid players. And like I said, I feel like that he can make RJ Barrett better. I feel like he can really make him better.
I ain't gonna lie. I wouldn't even care about Evan Fournier. I care about them picks, Quentin.
Well, yeah,
RJ Barrett. You getting 2 wins for 1+ picks.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's the picks. It's really the picks. But we just looking at what's going to get put on the court right now, because those are future picks, you know what I'm saying? So I'm just looking at, because RJ Barrett is going to get playing time. I mean, we're just going to call it, he's going to get playing time. So I feel like so I definitely feel like that. I feel like if this trade were to happen, that, you know, the Clippers would clearly win the trade, because I'm not going to sit here and push my chips to the table for Paul George just based off of recent history, man. He stays hurt. He stays hurt. So it's just one of them things where, are they going to try to, you know, be strategic with that nigga just to make sure that he can make it to the playoffs? Because that's the only way it's going to happen.
I feel like in this, we've also seen Paul George in this role that he would be in if we were to make this trade with him and Westbrook and Melo, and that, like, we've seen when the moment was the lights got bright, he did not show up. So what's him going to New York?
I will say this though.
That shit wouldn't be bad.
Well, no, I will say this though. We really have not been able to see like a full playoff run with with Paul George really playing that second role that they brought him to play. Because for one, the main reasons. So last year, of course, was it last year or the year before that they made it to the Western Conference Finals? But guess who wasn't there? Kawhi wasn't there. He got hurt. He got hurt in that second round. I want to say it was against the Suns. Or no, it wasn't against the Suns. It was against the Jazz. I want to say it was against the Jazz, and then they got to the Suns in the Western Conference Finals, and of course they got clipped. You know, Paul George just couldn't do it by himself. So I'm not gonna say that I ain't gonna kill him for not playing that role, just because we ain't been able to see it. When have we seen Kawhi and Paul George have a full playoff run together? We ain't been able to see it. So I can say that year that Kawhi got hurt, I feel like that was the most that we were able to see out of these two dudes. Because even this year, he got hurt right before the playoffs. After that, Kawhi decided that, oh, my knee hurt too bad, I ain't going to play. And then we know what happened then. But, you know what I'm saying? I feel like that Paul George is in the perfect role, but you can't play your role if your number one option ain't seeing the court. We're not gonna sit here and act like that Paul George is he's not. He can't be the number one option on the team no more just because he gets hurt way too much. You can't put that big. You can't. But
he could be a third. He could be a third though over there.
He can be a second or third option easily. But I'm just saying, with this experiment we've seen in the Clippers, we really have not been able to see him play out that role if we talking playoff ball, because them dudes, they see the court together. They ain't never seen the court together. Like we talked about Brooklyn and all them dudes not seeing the court together. We getting them niggas over there in the basement in LA ain't got to see each other like that either. So if I'm the Clippers, I'm doing this trade yesterday. Go and get that nigga out of here, man. And then the last domino to fall to get me out of this Kawhi Leonard hell is Kawhi Leonard. Because right now they're in hell.
Hey, I'm just saying, like, in my opinion, I don't think he goes over there, he's going to be a second or third option. Second at best, but he's not going to be a third option.
He's going to be a third option.
I don't think Jalen Brunson is going to take a back seat. I don't think Jalen Brunson is going to take the lead over Paul George. That's not the type of player he is.
Paul George is going to be a third option, bro.
Man, it's going to be Jalen Brunson, Paul George, and Julius Randle. Julius Randle going to be the nigga that's going to have to figure that shit out.
The hierarchy would have been Julius Randle, Paul George, or Paul George, Jalen Brunson.
What's going to happen? The way that they're gonna do it, bro, is that they're gonna make Paul George the third option. They're gonna have Paul George on the. They're gonna rely more on Paul George's defense.
Y'all don't see how.
Chris,
y'all don't see how NBA teams view Paul George.
He's gonna be a third option.
They don't view him as no third option.
Julius Randle and
Jalen Brunson for a third option,
bro. When you look at the East, you got to think about it. When you look at the East, they can afford to do that. Let them have been in the West. No, this is very, like, don't get me wrong. If New York does this trade, they're clearly going to lose the trade. The Clippers are going to win just because they're able to get off of Paul George and they're able to get these picks. So I'm not in no way, shape, or form are the Knicks going to win this trade. But if they're going to do it, Paul George is going to be your third option that's going to guard your best player. And if he just has an open look, he's going to take it, because you're not going to ask Jalen Brunson and Julius Randle to take a back seat to an old-ass Paul George, man. That nigga literally just going to be there for some type of veteran leadership. That's all he's going to be there for. That's all he's gonna be there for. Because I'm not finna sit here and put this old injury-prone Paul George as my first or second option, knowing that he's probably not gonna be there for at least 20 to 30 games. I know that Jalen Brunson is gonna play through energy. I know that Julius Randle is gonna damn near play the whole NBA season. So Paul George is gonna be there for defense, veteran leadership, and he's gonna be a third option, man. So he ain't gonna be nothing else.
And we don't need to have no expectations for the Clippers. Then Paul George just third option. That's all I'm gonna say. Then
you say what?
No expectations for the Clippers at all.
He's not a third option on the Clippers.
But if
I just think at this point in his career, Julius Randle would just have a larger role on the Knicks.
I'm fine saying that. I'm fine saying that. Like Julius Randle could have a better role, but I would say that Paul George would have a bigger role than Jalen Brunson scoring wise.
No, Paul George is a better facilitator than Brunson. I think Paul George will play the facilitator role and let Jalen Brunson. Yes, I don't agree with that. I ain't gonna say better facilitator. Yes, passer.
Jalen Brunson, your point guard. Jalen Brunson, your point guard. He's gonna play that role in Paul George.
Jalen Brunson is a scoring guard, man. He just small. Just because he's small don't make him a traditional point guard. Jalen Brunson is not a traditional point guard. He's out there to get buckets. He just like any other scoring guard, man. That's how I feel. He really would be a shooting guard if he was taller. Real talk. Jalen Brunson like to pound that rock and try to go get him a bucket. Jalen Brunson, if you bring in Paul George, now Paul George can get other people involved. Now Paul George, you can run an offense through Paul George, and then when Jalen Brunson get the ball, just like with Luka, he just get it in attack. I think that's another thing that they are looking for when they trying to make this trade for New York. Getting somebody that can facilitate the offense or be a primary ball handler outside of Brunson. Because we seen how that shit work with Luka. Because you don't want Jalen Brunson to have the ball making every decision every time. Sometimes you do just want him to go get a bucket. Paul George would be good for Brunson to play off the ball, and when he gets it, he can catch and shoot, or he can just go attack. Because we seen him just try to carry too much of that primary ball handle load, and they fell the hell off. So I don't mind breaking in Paul George, but it's a rental for a year or two, and you losing a lot. But as a basketball situation, that really wouldn't be that bad because Julius Randle still gonna be able to score. Jalen Brunson gonna be able to play on off ball, and Paul George he can kind of do a little bit of everything. So I just feel like that would be a good trade for everybody. But
I do feel like just him being there will take a little bit of attention off of Julius Randle. So I feel like that'll also be an advantage for him to kind of just take advantage of the matchups.
Okay. Ray, you don't feel no type of way when Ray is in.
That nigga don't give a damn about this trade. That nigga said,
why are teams is still so interested in Paul George? This is not 2014 no more. Like
he's still not George bad, Ray.
He don't play. Good. We just criticized Kawhi. And then we sitting up here getting trade scenarios for Paul George. That don't make sense to me.
I feel like I said, if this trade happens,
24, 6, and 5, but he did only play 56 games. He was good though.
Like I said, if this trade happens, the Clippers are clearly gonna win this trade. You get rid of one of them injury-prone niggas on your team. Shit, I don't give a damn what my record is next year. I'm gonna fix it later. I got one more
Knicks trade because I guess nobody liked this one. I think this was it will be a win-win in the now, but in the future. Clippers would win, but I don't. Okay,
it's not be no win.
This is another one.
That was crazy. Ain't no way I'm giving up all that for no cat.
That's not me, bro.
That's a double entendre too. But no, ain't no way, man.
Let me get to it for y'all, and I'm gonna let you cook. New York Knicks get Karl Anthony Towns. Minnesota gets Julius Randle, Isaiah Roby, Jericho Sims, 24 first round, 26 first round, 28 first round, top 5 protected. Go ahead, Ray.
That ain't never been worth that. Like, what?
You said what, bro?
That's really not that bad, though. Julius Randle.
It's not that bad.
It's not that bad, but they giving up a little bit too many first round picks.
Trade, bro.
Telling me at any point and you watching Karl Anthony Towns, you've considered giving up 3 players and 3 picks.
I'm not 3 picks, but I give up 1 pick. Isaiah Roby, Jericho Sims. I mean,
the players they giving up is trash. Yeah,
Isaiah Roby, no, but Jericho Sims, I miss him a little bit.
Julius Randle is higher than him.
Jericho Sims. See, Chris, you know the prospects and you know what Jericho Sims is athletically and all that. But Jericho Sims ain't nothing in the league.
Hey,
don't throw him away, man.
The name on there that I can't look past is Julius Randle. Why would I give away a player that's better?
He's better now, but I mean, not even necessarily better now. No, not even that, man. Cat's still a decent player in the league. Like, I'm not going to say
Cat. You saying why would you give away Cat because he's better than Julius Randle?
No, Julius Randle was better.
Oh,
yeah, that's not. Hey, I don't know about all that.
I don't know about that.
I would say
he had the same problem
just because he sees just because he's on the court more. But if we're just talking about, I think I would take Cat over Julius Randle.
I'd take Cat over Julius Randle because he does the same dumb stuff Julius Randle does, but he's more efficient. Julius Randle will have a whole stretch where he just be bad from the floor. At least Cat gonna be consistently good as a shooter. At least he gonna make dumb plays when he's like just dumb plays, but when he's get the ball to score.
First round last 2 years and was looking like garbage out there. I ain't trying to hear none of that.
Look who he's playing. He's supposed to beat the Nuggets as an 8 seed.
Nah, he's supposed to play.
Who did he lose to the year before that? That wasn't a beatable team.
I mean.
So who wins this trade, y'all?
His best player was a sophomore, so his second best player was a sophomore. So
trade.
The year before that, he wasn't supposed to be the best player. That's the problem. Cat was.
Minnesota win that trade, in my opinion, if they pull this off.
Yeah, Minnesota wins just for the picks alone. But if they have,
just with Julius Randle, I really do feel like Julius Randle will work.
You just sat here and said that he's not better, but that's the first reason why you want to trade.
Hold on, Ray. See, you jumping the gun. Julius Randle is not better. He's not. I'm not saying that, but I feel like it would be a better fit than what Carl. Because if you got Ant, you got Julius Randle, and you got Rudy Gobert on the defensive end, I feel like that's a better fit than them having Karl Anthony Towns and Rudy Gobert down there. Because we all thought when we saw that shit on paper, we was like, oh, this front court is about to be crazy. But when they was on the court together, it didn't look that good, even before he got hurt. So I feel like just the fact that Julius Randle is going to stay on the court more alone, that's a plus. If I can just rely on Julius, give me 20 and 10, and if Ant continues to get better, I feel like them two dudes, and then if you have Rudy Gobert just solely focus on defense, because me personally, when Cat got hurt, they didn't have no scoring in that front court, for real like that. They was looking at Rudy Gobert to try to score 20 points. It's like, bro, Rudy Gobert ain't never been no 20-point scorer. He ain't that. He ain't never going to be that. So I feel like he's just a better fit. He's not a better player, but when we have to, at this point, we have to look at fit. So in that sense right there, he's a better fit. And I just got 3 picks. I got 3 first round picks. I got 3 first round picks.
I don't think Julius Randle's a better fit.
Bro, I think that spacing in Minnesota will be one of the worst in the league, man. That's what I'm saying. I like Cat on the Knicks more than I like Randle on the Timberwolves. If you're doing a Timberwolves deal, you strictly looking at them picks. Because Julius Randle, Gobert, McDaniels, and boy, who's gonna be able to shoot? Cat spaces the floor. That's what y'all overlooking.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Cat spaces
the floor. Cat is a 40%
shooter.
shooter. Yes, it's like having come on now. Cat floor spacing and his individual post scoring is very underrated. Now,
who just was shooting 41%.
Well, shit, we
didn't even sign him, man.
What was we killing? But what was we killing Julius Randle for?
So they need all the shooters they can get.
If Julius Randle keep his big ass in the post, he can do just as much as Cat as far as post work go. But I will say that Cat is a better floor spacer because Julius Randle at one point, I'm gonna give you that he was jacking up too many goddamn threes.
It's easier to guard when you have. It's easier to guard that though when you have Rudy Gobert who can't space the floor, and then Julius Randle working in the post. It'll be easy to double it. It'll be easy to double that.
I ain't gonna stunt. I like this more for the Knicks than I do for the Timberwolves outside the picks. But if
picks,
if you think the picks is worth it, and then Julius Randle he's still a good player. So I ain't gonna stunt. This is a solid trade. Both them niggas, man, they both dumb. Cat a better fit for New York, and then Julius Randle, he comes with picks. So you know what I'm saying, he probably go get you a couple shooters. So
that's what
I don't know.
Saying.
I think
if you get you a couple shooters with those picks, I think you'd be all right.
Yeah, I feel you on it. It's not, and then he could space the floor enough. You ain't gonna just leave him open next to go.
I'm not saying that he's like the best. He can space it enough. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, that's what I'm saying. I think it's still a good fit.
Yeah. Y'all ready to get to these Dame trades? Y'all know what we've been waiting on.
You say what? You say what, Ray?
Ain't nobody going to Minnesota willingly.
No, you got to draft.
That's why you got to do it. That's why why you think everybody? The only person that they the only ones that's really there that stars is niggas they traded, nigga. Shit, they had to trade for Jimmy Butler. They had to. They drafted Cat and
They
drafted Cat. They drafted Andrew Wiggins. They drafted Ant.
And they had to trade for D'Lo. They had to trade for Rudy.
They traded away Russell.
That's what I'm saying.
They traded for Gobert. So
I'm saying, anybody else they didn't got in there, they don't have to trade for. But the only ones they really drafted was Cat, Wiggins, and Ant. Everybody else had to trade to get.
Yeah, hey, we see they'll make the trades. But y'all ready for these Dame scenarios, man? I'm so sick of this. I'm so ready for this shit to be over. But the first one is interesting. The first one, I ain't gonna lie, it's interesting. Brooklyn Nets get Damian Lillard, Yusef Nurkic. Portland Trail Blazers get Spencer Dinwiddie, Nicholas Claxton, Royce O'Neal, Joe Harris, a 25, 27, 29 first round pick via the Suns.
Damn.
Give my boy Mikal Bridges some help.
I don't mind this trade.
For who?
For both teams, honestly. I mean, it's a lot. The
only problem I have is that Nurkic Claxton.
Yeah,
I would want to keep Claxton.
I would want to keep
Nurkic. Can't stay on the court.
Portland can keep Nurkic ass, man, and just keep Claxton over there. That's my only issue with this trade.
But then that ruins it for the Blazers because you get a young center that can switch a little bit that you can add to Simon, Sharp, and Scoot, who probably will be liabilities on defense.
But if I'm talking about if I'm Brooklyn, I want to try to hold on to Claxton.
I agree. You getting Damian Lillard, man. You get.
No, I'm not trying to get rid of Claxton and replace him with Nurkic. I'm sorry. No. I'm not trying to get Claxton and replace him with Nurkic. No, I'm sorry. I'm not.
Dame, Nurkic, and Mikal is not winning anything. I don't care.
I don't like that Nurkic move, bro.
Put Finney Smith in there and take Claxton out.
I'm sorry.
Portland's going to say no.
I'll be honest. If I'm Portland, I still be asking for something.
You got to try to keep Finney Smith just for the defense.
He ain't. But Brooklyn ain't got that problem with defense.
Portland's not keeping none of these players. Spencer Dinwiddie, as soon as his contract, they go boot his ass. Royce O'Neal, they go boot his ass. Joe Harris, man, he probably not even gonna make it to the goddamn plane.
If you can get Portland to keep Nurkic, and you get Claxton to keep, and you get Brooklyn to keep Claxton, and I feel like that trade can happen if you give up 2 first-round picks instead of 3. Like instead of us swapping centers, we gonna keep everything else the same, and instead of 3 first-round picks, I'm gonna give you 2. But I just need to keep my centers.
You gotta have.
Still want something.
Now I say you gotta give me the picks if I'm missing out on
I am saying if we do not swap centers. And it's just Dame for Dinwiddie, Royce O'Neal, Joe Harris, and 2 first-round picks. That's still a damn good trade.
No,
but I'm saying they don't want Claxton. They are missing a center for their rebuild. Claxton
if I'm Portland, I still want the 3 picks. I'm not getting no good young player.
And I'm still
not getting no good young
player. So you telling me just because one position that I have. You're telling me because one position that I have is not a youngster, then that's why you're not going to do this trade? Come on now.
That's why I'm saying you give me another pick.
Listen, Chris, let me tell you why. Let me tell you why they wouldn't do it. Is Portland keeping Spencer Dinwiddie?
No, I'm not. I didn't throw Spencer
Portland
Dinwiddie
keeping Royce O'Neal. But that's what I'm saying. Look at what Portland getting. They only getting Spencer Dinwiddie, Claxton, O'Neal, Harris, and then 3 picks for Damian Lillard. The NBA 75 guard, they still got like 2 or 3 good years in the tank.
But you have
DJ, the picks is really all they want.
DJ,
but
you have to understand
in an extra salary filler.
At the same time, with some of these NBA trades, and this is what I still had to learn, a lot of times when they giving up some of these players like Dame, they're not expecting the same return in talent. They're getting off of the money. They're getting off of the money. So, like I said, that's all they're worried about. I get to get rid of this contract that I have from Dame. And if Nurkic is the only old motherfucker I have on my team, then at least it's just my center. I can go draft a center. There's still centers in free agency I can go get. If I got to go waive this, I got to go look at his contract, just so I don't say nothing crazy. But if I'm in a situation to where I can waive him or I can still move him somewhere, I can still do something else. But with this trade right here, if I'm Brooklyn, I am trying to keep Claxton. I do not want to replace him with the injury-prone Nurkic.
I agree with
That's all I'm saying.
I feel you, but you got Damian Lillard, you got Mikal Bridges, Finney Smith, and the dudes they still got this there. You would have to still give up a player that's worth giving up, man. You can't just not give up nobody that ain't gonna play in Portland. You can't just give him all this salary filler in a couple picks for Damian Lillard. That's what we're saying.
The picks start at 3, no matter what. Claxton or not. The picks start at 3.
Brook Lopez then.
There's still other players out there. That's why they don't just have to have Claxton.
No, but I'm saying maybe Brooklyn can go get like Ray said. Maybe Brooklyn can go get Brook Lopez.
His stomping grounds.
Like you have to give up something.
Let me look at this. Hold on. Let me look at this nigga Nurkic contract and or maybe this trade will.
Nurkic's contract is huge and ugly. They don't want him. They happy to they shipping him with Dame because they want him out of there.
Yeah,
I'm gonna look it up.
You want a pair of Scoot?
Joe Harris.
You want a pair of Scoot and Simons and Sharp with
got bus tickets. They not gonna get on the plane.
Yeah, they not. Yeah, they not. They not Nurkic, like really. even Dinwiddie and Royce O'Neal not finna suit up for that much for Portland. You got people at those positions
they all
already.
Gonna be sharing a Greyhound.
That's
what I'm saying. 2 picks ain't enough. I need at least
3. 2 man. Hell, Damian Lillard, Chris. Come on, man. It's Dame. You can't give up Nick Claxton for Dame. You don't need him. That's what I'm saying. If you can't give up Nick Claxton for Damian Lillard, that's basically all you giving up. Nick Claxton and some picks for Damian Lillard. If you can't do that, I'm hanging up, man. If I'm Portland, I can't get Nick Claxton. I'm hanging up because I already got a guard that's better than Dinwiddie. I think that's gonna be better. I got another guard better than Joe Harris and Royce O'Neal. A small.
Okay, so I'll still give you the 3 first-round picks. I'm keeping my center.
Nurkic.
I'm hanging up. I'm hanging up. Okay, well, okay, yeah. one more Dame trade, and then we done.
Like shit, I don't want that guy. I don't want that nigga Nurkic, man. I'm sorry, I ain't trying to do shit, man. God damn.
Getting Damian Lillard, Chris.
Yes, unfortunately, by getting Dame, I have to get that nigga too. I'm sorry. And what other?
So you saying you don't want to give up Claxton that bad to get Dame? So you gonna hang up? You gonna let me hang up the phone because you don't want to give up Claxton?
I would rather have Claxton and Dame than goddamn Nurkic and Dame.
Now that you got Dame, go get a center. Go get a center, man.
Bro, all I'm saying is I'm gonna have to get another center and still pay this nigga Nurkic $17 million. That's what I'm saying.
Who harder to get, man? Dame or Nicholas goddamn Claxton?
What I'm saying, bro, this is the only thing I'm saying. I'm just saying that based on the money. If y'all are talking about me having to go out and get another center, if I'm going to have to go get another center anyway, I do not want this nigga Nurkic on my books for $17.5 million. And then I got to pay somebody that if I'm going to go get another center, I'm going to get somebody better than him. I don't want to pay this nigga $17 million, bro. That's the only reason why I'm saying if there's a way for me to keep Claxton because he's better, and at this point, Claxton is cheaper. Nigga, if I can keep Claxton, I'll extend him tomorrow.
Yo, GM gonna come in there. He gonna say, "You can get Dame for Claxton. You better get off your shoulders." What he say Friday? Get off your shoulders and make.
Let me finish. If this is the only way that this trade can work, go ahead and pull the trigger. But if I don't have to swap them centers, please, damn it, I ain't swapping them because I don't want.
But that's what I'm saying. You have to. I want Nicholas Claxton for my rebuild. Now my rebuild is closer to being done, man. If I got Scoot Henderson, I got Simons, I got Sharp. I need a center.
Okay.
Dinwiddie, Royce O'Neal, and Harris. That's not enough, man.
Yeah, if I keep,
not for Damian Lillard.
Bro, again, those other players are just because they getting off Dame contract, man. All I'm saying is
that's what I'm saying. So
if I'm the Brooklyn Nets,
3 picks,
if I'm the Brooklyn Nets,
got for Rudy Gobert,
if I'm the Brooklyn Nets and I ain't gotta do no and that's really the problem. That goddamn Rudy Gobert trade. That's why all this shit so goddamn stupid. That's why this shit is stupid. Let's just call it what it is. But
I'll be honest,
man, if I ain't gotta swap out Claxton for Nurkic, if there's a way that can happen, I would rather that. But at the end of the day, if that's the only way that we can pull this trigger, of course, as a GM, yeah, I'm gonna do it, nigga. I ain't no dummy. But if there is just a way I can get away without swapping my centers, I would much rather have Claxton on my team to have goddamn Nurkic. That's the only point I'm trying to make. Like, I know we gotta be realistic, but in my perfect world, I would love. I don't want Nurkic, man. That nigga ain't been the same since Braun put that nigga in a body bag, man.
Okay, this the last trade before we wrap it up for tonight, man.
Yeah, dang.
The Damian Lillard to the Miami Heat. Miami Heat get Damian Lillard. Portland Trail Blazers get Tyler Hero, Duncan Robinson, Nikola Jovic, Jaime Jaquez, a 28 first pick, a 29 pick swap, and a 2030 first round pick. How y'all feeling about this trade? That's a lot.
That's a lot. They basically getting 3 first round picks and a pick swap
and Tyler Hero.
But hold on,
man. All the people they giving up, they ain't still average more than all them put together.
Yeah, I mean, if I'm honest, I'm doing this trade. Like, if I'm Miami, I'm still doing this trade.
They go get niggas in the second round anyway. They'll find a way to get niggas. Bro, this dude's in LA Fitness looking at niggas, so I guess I don't know.
He was looking at a former NBA player.
I was looking at Jamal Crawford.
I don't want Tyler Hero though if I'm the Blazers, but I guess you can trade Tyler Hero for something.
I mean,
I'm not.
I would want a big. I like that Nets trade better. I want a big.
Nah, you get to keep that nigga. You look. Yeah, keep that nigga Nurkic over there, man. Hold their feet to fire, Miami.
Miami, like, man, nah, hell, man, keep that Nurkic shit over there, man.
Yeah, man, niggas say keep that Nurkic shit over there, nigga.
He say strictly Dame. That's all I want from y'all.
Mm-hmm.
Everything.
Y'all keep everything else over there. Don't get nothing. Hey, it's a lot. It's a lot, because when you look at it, the only 2 players that you're really giving up is Tyler Hero and Robinson. All them other players are really for, to help that salary matchup, because we ain't seeing Jokic or Jovic, however you say his name, and that job. Well, I couldn't even see his name. And the picks is what it is, man. I mean, we kind of, I think we had a consensus that, you probably got to give up 3 picks for him. At this point, it just depends on what else you're giving up.
But 20, 28, 29, and 30, that is far as hell, man.
That's what I'm saying. That's why I'm saying it's a good pick for the Heat, just because they not thinking about, they trying to win now. They're trying to win now. 28 is what, 5 years away? We gonna figure that shit out then, man.
But I'm saying if you was Portland, which package you taking? The Nets package or the Heat package?
If I'm offered, I'm getting that Nets package.
Let me see. So they getting a 28 first round pick, a 29 pick swap, and a 2030 first round pick. Let me look at that other one again with the Nets. Hold on.
You get Dinwiddie, Claxton, Royce O'Neal, Joe Harris, 25, 27, 29 first round pick from the Suns.
I mean, I feel like they both kind of. The only difference is with the net. Only difference with the Nets is that you get them picks a little sooner. Because the earliest one they get is that 2025 pick, and it's 25. Yeah, so you get 2 of them picks, quicker than them other ones. But I mean, either way, I think they still pretty valuable, just because it looks like they all first round picks. So whichever way you go about it, Portland gonna be able to, still build with those picks.
Man, I feel like Claxton That's gonna be something hard to get, man. A center that can guard the perimeter, live threat, and that'd be the perfect center
I
for
was
that
about to say
rebuild,
the one that looks better is that Nets one, just because you get to get off that Nurkic contract and you get a better center in return. So that one looks better, but I mean, I would like to see him in Brooklyn, but man, I need somebody to come help my Jimmy go ahead and get his ring so he can get up out of here, man.
That boy Jimmy said he don't even care if he goes to the Hall of Fame.
Just give me my ring, man.
And they start talking. He start playing, bro. He getting desperate, bro. He was playing Dame, and he playing Dame music in his story, man.
Okay, now that is a little.
That's fake, bro.
No,
that nigga ain't jamming no Dame. Yeah, that nigga ain't jamming no Dame.
Don't get me wrong.
Hey, man, don't get me wrong. Dame do got some songs I really do.
Yeah, like I was about to say, I done listened to.
How often do you throw him in the rotation, man?
No, I was about to say,
I got him on a couple playlists. I ain't gonna lie to you.
You say what, bro?
But no, that's just random for Jimmy Butler to do though.
That's what I'm saying. I'm like, this nigga Dame ain't dropping no new songs in years, and now all of a sudden you want to play this nigga in your goddamn story, bro. We don't do that.
Fake, man.
That's all. So I get what DJ saying. Like, don't get me. Dame got some goddamn hitters. You know, I was bumping his shit when he released it, but it's like, come on, bro. This stop nut riding. That's all I'm saying. Just stop nut riding.
Dame was playing Miami though on one of his lives.
Yeah.
Welcome to Miami or whatever that song is.
But this will be it for Hoop Historians. I'm Diddy No Bob, White Boy Chris, Ray, Chris. Until next time. Hey man, that Portland Nets deal, I like that, man. That's one I'll do. Which one y'all think most likely to happen before we go? Nets or the Heat?
Did you go over you ain't go over that 3-team trade though?
Nah, hell no. Because they already said they're not bringing Mo Bamba and Malik Beasley back. So I was just saying fuck them.
No, they said that they were still trying. They said they was still in the talks with their agents to bring them back.
No, Lakers waived Mo Bamba.
They waived them. I thought
they waived both of them.
Yeah. So you can't.
They waived both of them, but they was part of the trade. I think they still in the talks to kind of do like what this shit look like right here, like some sign of trades with them. I think if they was gonna keep one of them, if I had to just bet my money, it'd probably be Mo Bamba. But they were still talking about, trying to get the niggas back.
It was a Fred VanVleet, Tyus Jones, Mo Bamba, Malik Beasley. We good.
I mean, it wasn't terrible.
It wasn't, but they are terrible.
The Lakers want Fred VanVleet. They want that. They want that nigga with that prop pistol.
Please.
Yeah. They quickly see y'all ain't like D-Lo. I'm damn sure ain't gonna like VanVleet. Shooting the he's shooting that in the regular season. At least D-Lo
do DJ.
That's all. Yeah, that's all that is. But I hate y'all. Fred VanVleet, do better, man.
I mean,